Yo, we live, but I'm about to drop the intro.
All right.
I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawn. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Home. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos. Okay.
Yo, what is good, my Knicks family? Check it out. Let me do this real quick. Bam! We back in the building with the bright lights. Let's go. We got that 9-game winning streak, yo. How y'all feel about that? Can I say this real quick? I want to just say this. 8 feels great. A 9 is like fine wine. Let's go, yo. I know y'all hype, and I know y'all ready to talk about this thing. I'm ready to talk about this thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Freezy will be here in a minute. You know what I mean? He's still on vacay mode, so he'll be here. Hoodie Kev will be here. But, yo, I just want to start this thing off by saying this, right? I asked y'all a couple of streams ago, how many dunks have Nerlens Noel blocked so far while we've been on this win streak? This man is playing out of this world defense, bro.
What's the name?
Sandwich.
Not the one I just bought, the other one you bought yesterday.
But like, you know what I'm saying? This man is playing out of this world defense, bro. And I don't know. I feel like what he's doing, I think he deserves a contract. What's your thoughts?
Absolutely. I mean, we got to find a way. He's going to want money, but there's also value. He's got to realize that Tibbs brings value to Noel too. So it's a two-way street, and I think he likes it here. Got to find a way. What's up, G-Money? G-Money, you fired up, man? That's
yes,
9, man.
9 straight W's. Also, we're on a 9-game streak that matches RJ jersey number. Yeah, baby. Woo!
9.
Yeah,
man,
9.
I can't believe it.
This team has grit, man. This team has toughness. This team has heart, man. And this team is playing for each other. That's what I like. This team has no egos. And this team, right, and the Knicks right here, they embody New York. And that's what I like. This team embodies New York, and this team's playing for not only for the coach, but for the fans and for the city. And that's what I like. When Toronto pulled within 7, I'm like, here we go again. But the Knicks showed a killer instinct in this game. In the streak, in fact. And that's what I like seeing. This team is hotter than a furnace right now, man. 9 straight W's. We have the Suns on Monday. Let's eclipse those Suns and let's make it 10. Man, I really love this Knicks team, man. This team is very, very gritty.
We got to stop talking about, like, here's the thing. Yeah, it's the Suns. Yeah, the Suns are a great team, but so are we. We're a great team. We won
Yeah.
9 in a row. Put some respect on our name.
Exactly. It's gonna be a tough game. It
We're the
might
New
come down to the
York
wire.
Knicks. Who's the Suns to come into our house? They gotta worry
Go
about
New York,
us.
go New York, go.
They
Go
gotta
New
worry about
York, go
us. I
New
don't want to
York,
hear
go.
this
Say go
nonsense.
New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go,
Yo,
go.
I told y'all last time, man, right? I told y'all it's like Denzel's speech on training day, right? When he said, I'm the police. I run things here. Y'all just live here. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the Brooklyn Nets do. They just live here. You know what I'm saying? We run,
Live here, man.
we run this. Do not make me get unleashed tonight
Yes,
because
sir.
listen, I'm already unleashed because we on a 9-game jump off. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I told y'all
counting.
8 is great, but 9 is like fine wine, and we
Facts.
are in the building. Let's go, chat family. Y'all here? Y'all get that thing up, man, because I am ready to rock. I'm ready to roll. YouTube watcher, that's for you. See what I'm saying?
New
Get it
York,
again.
we're
Just
here.
for you. Just for you. You know what I mean? We here. We in the building. Salute to Rick V. Your thing is coming, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want the roll call real quick since Uncle Freezy just stepped out. Y'all want the roll call? Let me know. Put those thumbs up in the chat. I'll do the roll call. I'll start it off since Uncle Freezy can't do it right because he's still on vacation mode. So he got to relax. He got to be cool. He got to be chill. So what is going on, chat family? Yo, shout out to Mind Motivation for the $2 chatter platter. Mind Motivation says, this channel makes me enjoy basketball. Salute. Salute, Mind Motivation. I am glad you here. Here we go, roll call. Nick the Wick is in the building. Huh? Robert Paul is in the building watching with us tonight. Let's go. Who else do we got here? We got Winston Ellis is here. Huh? Chris Chang is here. Ivy 280 is here. Will Sackham is here. Michelle Carter is here. Let's go. Y'all already know my energy is all the way up. It's going to be turned up tonight because I am super lit. I am on fire right now. I'm ready to go, man.
I'm ready.
I am ready to
Me
go.
too. I'm fired up.
Kendall Rivera is here. Illmatics is here. Let's go. What y'all doing, man? What are we doing? What are we doing tonight, fellas? What are y'all
tonight,
on?
Mind Motivation. Nobody is due tonight, Mind
Did y'all
Motivation.
see?
No due.
Yo, did y'all
Winning
see
and
Obi?
grinning,
Did y'all see
smiling.
Obi?
Yeah.
Y'all see Obi drop those 2 straight threes, yo? Come on.
Obi was harder than a sauna. Book it and splash it.
That second one he hit, I was happy that stuck in, man. I was happy that second one rolled in.
Yeah, man. This team, man, they show grit. This team shows grit. Their execution was flawless down the stretch. The ball movement was great. The defense was on point. I know we had some trouble defensively here and there, but down the stretch of the game, I thought we did a good job watching out those shooters. The ball movement was on point. Man, Julius Randle, he's the most improved player of the year, and he definitely deserves to be in the MVP conversation. Definitely.
Yeah.
Also, RJ Barrett.
I couldn't agree more.
Second half, first half he struggled. Second half he was aggressive. He was putting his heart out on and made some big shots, and 3-ball was falling. It's so unbelievable how this team grew up in our eyes. This team this team right here, man. Wow. And Phibbs. Phibbs has done a great job teaching guys to stay locked in and focused. It's always so super duper amazing that Phibbs is putting the right pieces and finally understand which one works. When Alfred Payne was sticking up the joint, he
Oh my
put
God.
Derrick Rose
Oh my
and
gosh.
Quigley and Obi, and guys got it done. And
G-Money,
that
I
is
was
the reason.
texting you. I was texting you
Mhm.
for those 3 or 4 minutes. I said,
Yeah.
Alfred is going to ruin the flow of this. Get him out. I can't
Yeah,
take
man.
it anymore.
Yeah,
But luckily, he got him out. I mean,
thank
Alfred.
God.
Here was the difference with Alfred tonight. When Alfred's bad, it's usually he's just missed. Like Alfred just didn't look interested. He didn't
Yeah.
even look like he's like, are we playing today? Like he didn't even
Right.
look like it was bad. This was
Mhm.
terrible.
It was bad, but thank God D Rose. And according to
And
my motivation, he was the key in the fourth quarter. He was huge in that fourth quarter because it's like he helped us get into our offense early, and also we did a much better job clogging that. Swarming through the perimeter in that fourth quarter. Because remember, Toronto put within 7. Don't forget though.
Right, right.
Last year's Knicks team would have blown this game. This year's Knicks team
mhm.
knows how to close, knows how to find the right pieces. And this team has the heart of a lion right now. It's so crazy how they got this city going crazy. The streets are buzzing, happy and smiling. Woo! 9 straight W's. I'm hyped.
Ye-
And hopefully we can eclipse the Suns since on Monday. It won't be easy, but this team right here
It's not supposed to
shows.
be easy, G-Money. It's not
I know
supposed to
it.
be.
I know it now. I know. I'm just saying.
But we
I
can
know.
do it. We can do it.
Oh, we can. I think we'll win Monday. I think we'll come down to the wire though, because remember the Suns are still a feisty team, and remember Phoenix is only a game and a half behind Utah since Utah somehow lost to Minnesota. So that's why we gotta stay focused. We gotta
Yes.
continue to move that ball. We still
But
got to.
wasn't you the guy that said we knew Utah was gonna beat Minnesota?
When did I? Excuse me. What?
Didn't you say Utah was gonna beat Minnesota?
Yes. Yes. Not that I thought they'll beat Minnesota. I thought they'll like pull away, but when it comes to hey, you guys do make a great point. When it comes to the regular season, anything could happen. So we just gotta. That's why you gotta play it to
But
the end.
yeah, no,
Here's
but see,
here's what.
let me do a oh guys,
No, you go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
no. So all I was gonna say, I wanted to piggyback on G Money's Coach Tibbs thing, right? Y'all remember when Taj tipped that ball in and Tibbs challenged that? I thought that was significant. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
instead of us being up 6, we was up 8. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Right.
yeah, I heard the announcers being like, well, why would you challenge that? You only get one challenge or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Tibbs is playing to win. That's why you challenge that. You want to keep
Yes.
those points on the board. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
For all we know, they could have came down and hit a 3
Right.
and swung the momentum back in their favor. And like, you know what I'm saying? Went up, but I'm not saying that was like
Sure.
I'm not saying that was the play to win the game, but I thought it was significant.
Yeah. No,
Like
it
when
was.
he did it, I was like, oh, you know what? That's that that meant
Smart.
something right
Yeah.
there. That told you right there that Tibbs was not playing, that he was focused on getting this W, man. And we got it.
I
Yes,
agree.
Got it. Let's
that
go.
was a huge play, momentum changer play. And by the way, Brooklyn's playing Phoenix today. It's after midnight. So you meant today. So yeah, so Phoenix will be in the back to back. Because they'll be in Brooklyn. We still and if we can just keep this mindset, I think we'll win that game. And like you said, I thought the bench played great. I thought the bench was fabulous in this game. Obi, huge.
Rose.
Obi, and D Rose,
He's been
he
amazing.
was sweet like a red petal rose yesterday afternoon. And also IQ, Deadeye from downtown, did a good job with his passing.
Yes.
And also was not taking crazy shots and allowed guys to play their game. And Taj, guts of steel, hustling, man. This Knicks team right here is showing a sense of urgency and want to win for this city.
Here's
It
what
is
makes
so-
this sweet. Here's what makes this sweet, G-Money. And I think Alan Hahn said this, and he's right. In 2012, 2013, as good as that season was, and it was a fun season. That
Yeah.
team was older. You knew
True.
that was one more year after that, but they were done. It was an older team. And yeah, it ended badly, but it was a fun year. But this is the beginning. This is gravy. Obviously, I want to win every game here on out. I want to win in the playoffs. I want to do all of that so I can dance in the streets with you, G Money and City. For real. I want to do that. But this is step one. This is step one of a beautiful thing that's sustainable. That's what makes this sweeter. What makes it sweeter is Julius Randle. We didn't know. I didn't know. He's made himself on our team. He's made himself into this in our uniform. He didn't do this somewhere else. He's doing it here. RJ's making himself in this uniform. That's what's special to me. That's why the fans can relate to this team. That's what makes this a special New York team, because these guys are our guys. They're our guys.
Right.
Now you know why. Now you know why I say, and I say it all of the time, and sometimes people don't believe me, but that's okay. Now you know why I always say we go as our bench goes. When our bench shows up big and do the things that they did like tonight, man, that gives Julius just a little bit more rest. Like, you know what I'm saying? It gives some of the other starters a little bit more rest. Like, you know what I mean? And the bench, as long if the bench can keep playing the way they playing, lights out like that, like, you know what I'm saying? Lights out like that, bro. We are gonna be very entertaining in the playoffs. We're gonna welcome all challenges. I guarantee you. We're gonna welcome all challenges. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. It feels good to talk about that the Knicks are winning.
The Knicks are back. They're back, baby.
Come on, man.
9
But
games
Julius
in
said,
a row.
New York, we here.
9 games
New York
in a
City,
row.
we're back, baby. Woo!
It's hard to win 2 games in a row in this league. 9?
Exactly.
9
and potentially more.
9
and potentially
times.
more.
Wait, so aren't we on the don't we got the best win streak in the league?
Yeah.
Right now, this season. Are you talking about right now?
Right now.
Yeah.
Right now, yeah.
Utah
Yes, we do.
had a longer one early in the year.
Which was 11.
Yeah,
Utah had 11 games.
Yeah. But right now, we are cooking. We got that pot stirring. We got
Cooking
all
with
the
some delicious
ingredients in there. You know what I'm saying? We got the bench.
sizzling.
Woo, man.
Man.
We just served a Thibodeau lunch special to those guys. You know what I'm saying? We served them the Thibodeau lunch special in the matinee game early like this. Oh, y'all want some of this? Early? Y'all want it early? Okay, we'll give it to y'all. Here we go. Let's throw a little bit of Obi in the pot. You know, let's throw
my wife
Julius.
thought I was crazy watching this. Like my wife, over the past few weeks, the things that I've done in this place, I'm surprised I haven't gone to jail. I'm surprised I haven't gotten thrown out of my apartment building, man. It's just unbelievable that my wife has stayed with me through this, because right now I am going nuts over what this team has brought happiness to my life. That's Julius Randle said this on the podcast. He provides happiness to so many people, how he performs, and he realizes that. Shout out to Julius.
Yeah. And this team has accountability and leadership. That's another thing to add.
But did you see him? You see him in the first? Wait, was it the first quarter or second quarter when, like, you know what I'm saying? He hit that shot and he started shaking his head like, yo, if I read it correctly, he's like, yo, he got nothing for me. Like, you know, like, I'm like, yo, how many times you need to get fouled and they not call it, bro? Come on.
Yeah. Another thing I liked at Julius, he wasn't showing Elfrid up, but one thing I haven't seen here, and Alan pointed this after the game too, which I agree with. Melo wasn't the type of guy that would give that scowl at his teammates, but you need a little bit of toughness to say, let's go. And Julius, when Elf was making those mistakes, he's like, nah, give me the ball. I'm done with this.
Yeah.
You need that. You need that. Julius, look, one thing I'm starting to love about him, he's a leader. He's somebody that people rally upon. He's got the yes, his body language at times when he gets frustrated, that could be better. But overall, he wants to win. He's got all the stuff. He's got it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, God of Moses, man. I hope you're wearing that jersey, man, because I need you on the show. God of Moses, if you're listening, please come on the show tonight wearing that jersey.
Same thing with you, Raph. Come in.
Come on, man.
Let's celebrate. And
Let's
also,
get on this, man. Come on. 9 in a
JR
row?
Braves. JR30. That's
Where are
Julius
you?
Randle. JR30. I call him JR Braves because when he wears those braids, he is serving and hotter than fish grease.
Where are you, God of Moses? I need you on the channel tonight.
Man,
I'm calling you out. Where
Julius
are you?
Randle has played amazing from
Here I
start
am.
to finish, man. Wow. MVP candidate.
Let's
MVP
go.
candidate. Top. That's what I'm saying. In my opinion, the MVP candidate. My top three in the MVP are, in my opinion, this is all subjective. The process, Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, and Julius Randle is debatable. My number 4, CP3. My number 5, in my personal opinion, this is just me. Don't sleep on PG-13 and Spider Mitchell. I know Donovan's hurt right now, but I'm saying that, before everything, Spider Mitchell was in my list. I love Dame Dollar, and Dame's a great player, but I'm sorry. Dame was great in the first half. He's struggling in the second half of the season, and Portland is just playing bad right now. So that's what I'm saying.
And I got something.
So is Julius Randle?
Yeah.
Top three
I got a question. I got a question. Is Julius Randle right now most improved player in the National Basketball Association?
Yes,
is he playing for our team?
Sir.
If he is not considered, if it wasn't for COVID, you would see Darth City outside in front of MSG making a ruckus right now. If they don't consider that, man, listen, man, I am
It's
trying.
crazy.
Well,
if RJ somehow won the award, I would not be too mad. Personally, it should go to Julius Randle.
Julius Randle's going to win that, and also I don't want to hear. I'm hearing all these these experts on television tell me how Steph Curry's ahead of Julius Randle in the MVP
Which is
voting.
blasphemy.
Stop it!
Same thing with Dame. Dame is not better than Julius Randle.
Julius Randle is carrying this team. I don't want to hear about Steph Curry putting up goofy numbers on a 500 team, man. We're building a dynasty.
He's dropping 20-something point, 30 points, and losing 4 games in a row.
As Uncle Freezy said, we have the potential. I'm seeing a dynasty here. I'm fired up, man. This team is giving me happy.
It's very possible. 2-3 years from now,
let's go.
Very possible.
Let's go. Let's go. We got that energy flowing tonight. Every Knicks fan right now. We is here, man. We is in the building. Y'all smash that like button before y'all step in the building, man. And shout out to Robert Paul, my bad, for the $5 super chatter platter. Robert Paul said this for that energy coming out. G Money scream. Keep the fire going, kid.
I'm gonna keep this going, man.
Let's go, bro.
Go New York, go New York, go New York, go New York, go. Let's go. Let's get the 10 straight dubs. Let's eclipse the Suns.
We all tipsy tonight, man.
The building.
We earned it, man. Come on,
bro.
Oh yeah,
bro. If we mess around and beat Phoenix, Monday, and then have Chicago up next, and oh my goodness. So Spree, I told you back in February. Bro, that the names on a piece of paper, the teams listed on a piece of paper didn't matter, right? I told you back in early February, don't get it twisted, that the Knicks have a shot against everybody in this league. And you know what people were telling me? They were like, well, the Knicks don't have the offense to compete with teams in this league. All we do is play defense. But if you noticed over the past few weeks, the offense has been getting better and better, and at the same time maintaining the same level of stifling defense. At the beginning of the season, we could score, but then our defense would last. And Tibbs didn't want to sacrifice defense, so he kept a strong defensive unit out there with offense sprinkled in. But now, as the season progresses, you see us put up 120 points and still keep teams at 105 or below. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now,
You're right.
I think Tibbs, I think Tibbs has done a masterful job with this team. You're also seeing the movement from Alfred Payton towards Emmanuel quickly, and it's a slow movement. At some point,
I'll be right back,
at
guys.
some point, I think you'll see a total move away from Elf too quickly. Not because Elf is a bad player, but because quickly provides more offensively, and you can maintain the same high level of defense at the same time. Whereas when Elf is in the game, he provides that high level of defense or keeps the defense at a high level, but the offense overall, I'm talking about team offense, is not necessarily there. So I'm here to tell you, I believe that this team is just as good as anybody in the NBA right now, or maybe better, right? But we'll see. We'll see. We got Suns Monday and Chicago Wednesday, and if we continue to just play one game at a time, like we've been doing, like our mantra is, one game at a time. We don't care about who's down the road. All we care about is who's next. So we got Phoenix, and we play Phoenix, like we play most teams. I don't
Yes.
see anybody. I don't see anybody.
That's it.
That's it.
What's up, Chuck Allen? What's up, right now? What's good?
Yo,
Salute,
we got
salute.
Donald Cannon with the $5 chata plata. Once again, said another 5 for G Money. Never seen him so happy. I agree. Let's go, Raph. What's good, man?
Man, salute, man. I'm happy. Great. Spree, man, your energy is so great, man. It's infectious, man. I gotta give you credit, man.
I'm fired up.
Yeah, man. When you fire up, I think you fire a lot of people up, especially myself. Shout out to you, man. You know how to celebrate. Yeah, I celebrate. But I'm just very low key with it. But it feels good to celebrate sometimes, and you got to start celebrating these wins, man. Especially when, also here not to celebrate so much, and then people criticize, these wins, and that then we're not beating good teams. And you know what? Forget all that. Let's just celebrate these wins. And we're up to 9 straight wins, and this is the most in the NBA right now. And we gotta embrace the moment. We're making Knicks history, milestones. Maybe we're making a couple of milestones so far, and it's not wrong to say that. For people to say that we could go to the finals. I never anticipated for the trajectory to go that far this year, to be this big, this fast. But I'm glad it is. So shout out to all you guys. All your opinions matter. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And yeah, man, you guys are on it today, man. I get a joy of seeing you guys celebrate.
And get your
Nathan's deserve to be smiling, happy.
Yeah,
happiness.
Absolutely.
Finally,
well said.
Light under the rainbow, light under the tunnel. After years of torment and anger, now it's happiness, smiling, joy, and this Knicks team right here shows heart. Man, it's culture change. It's so amazing how this team went from the trash that was last year into the great that's this year, man. This team's gonna be a tough out in the playoffs. I should say this team's gonna be a very, very tough out.
7 games
in the playoffs. At least 6 or 7 games around that.
And I'm talking about, and that's a tough team. That's gonna take us to 7.
Yes, sir.
That's a tough team. That's gonna take us to 7. Not the other way around.
And if we can get, maybe I doubt, but if we can get the claw, come here, the claw, to
Right.
come here, and maybe another piece, this team can win a chip sooner than later, man.
You know what, Jim Money? I was thinking the same way, right? I was understanding people who were thinking that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then, usually there's only two superstars in one team.
True.
And we already got one. We already got. I'm sorry. There's usually two all-stars in one team. Sorry.
Right.
And we already got one in Julius Randle. And don't be surprised if R.J. Barrett is an all-star next season.
Oh, facts.
Oh, not at
RJ,
all. Not at all. He's balling
RJ,
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
he
So
has been beasting and feasting. Yeah.
So I got him as I'm already anticipating a strong year. I like his numbers today too, 20 something and almost 5 assists, and I can't remember his numbers, but those kind of numbers make me anticipate great numbers. And I don't know if we can have 3 all-stars in one team. I mean, the only team that I know that somebody is doing that is the 76ers with. Tobias Harris was complaining that he should have been an all-star against Julius Randle, and I gotta give him credit. He sort of had the best of Randle in that game, and if we play them in the playoffs, we gotta prepare for them, and we gotta think about that because they potentially have 3 all-stars. But usually in my mind, I always think 2 all-stars, and I'm like, well, we got Julius and we got RJ. So I think Mitchell Robinson's in the middle, and then we're going to probably get either point guard or small forward. And I think they're going to be complementary pieces. I don't know if they're going to be all-stars because, that's my mom. Listen, guys, my mom is coming back. I got to reach out to her. Let me get back to you. I got here because of you, Spree, but let me get a few minutes.
Thanks for coming.
Let me get a few minutes. Let me turn.
Sure.
Let me say this before you go, Spree.
Yes.
I know this is an anomaly, but when he said there's usually only 2 all-stars on the team, I'm going to take you back to that Pistons team. There were 5 on one team. So it's possible if everyone buys in to what the coach is preaching, and everyone just do their job the way they're supposed to. Like, I'm ecstatic. Like, I don't care what no one says. I feel like it's a catch-22 when it comes to Knicks fans and how they should feel about their wins. Oh, well, you didn't beat anyone. But
we
what
beat
if
some
we would
tough
have lost
teams.
those games? What would
true.
y'all be saying then?
They'll be hating, man. They'll be hating.
Where Monday is going to be.
Hey, Chuck Allen. Chuck Allen know what the thing about that though, and I know you got a good point, but the thing about that though is when the Lakers do exactly what you said, nobody says a word. Because the Lakers also play the Sacramento Kings, they also play the Houston Rockets. They also play bad teams. So when they do it, nobody says a thing. But when we do it, it can't be used as an excuse. Everybody eats on bad. All the good teams eat on bad teams because if they don't, they themselves will be a bad team.
Yo, Freezy, can I answer a question?
I think Chuck Allen wanted to get into a thing. I just wanted to say something real quick.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
All I'm going to say is, and then I'm going to let you guys go ahead. We're on a roll. F what you heard. We here to stay.
Yeah.
Monday's going to be the test. And I feel that we have a greater chance than what people are giving us and giving us the benefit of the doubt of. And I'm like, so what? We don't need your love. We don't need your praise. All we need is to continue playing the basketball, the brand of Knicks basketball that we've been accustomed to this season. Sky's the limit. And I'm done.
Facts, man. This guy stayed laser focused. Awesome speech.
That's what I'm talking about.
Awesome speech, man. We don't need
They're gonna get the
validation
from us.
We don't need validation from other people. We don't need that.
Yeah.
All we need to do is to play grit, hard-nosed knickerbocker basketball for 48 minutes continuously, man. Look, there's going to be times when here and there will have some trouble, but if this team continues to thrive under adversity we've been doing, this team is going to be very, very tough to beat. I'm not saying we'll win a title this year because I think it's a little far-fetched, but I do think this team will be a tough out in the playoffs because this team plays defense. Defense. This team plays defense. They have Rough Riders, and they show toughness, man.
And they know what they're doing. And they know what they're doing, G-Money. Just add to that.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys know what they're doing, man.
Yes, they do. Everyone's trusting each other. They know what they're doing.
You know what's the best part about it? You know, the best part about it is just about everybody is contributing to these wins. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is contributing to these wins. Regardless, there might be some people that contribute less, but the contributions are welcome because guess what? We need every man on the roster, you know what I'm saying, to come out and compete. You know what I'm saying? Come out and compete, right? And do the things that we know how to do. And what's that? The Knicks don't know how to show defeat. We are a team that come in MSG with our heads high. You know what I'm saying? With our heads high. You know what I'm saying? Like the old school kids back in the days with the big backpack on their back, but you know they ready and they willing to learn. You know what I'm saying? These guys have been willing to learn, and they have been learning from Coach Tibbs from day one, and it is not stopping. It's not gonna stop. I think what they should do is, if you guys know about it, I don't know if y'all know about it, but if y'all remember back in the days, right, when the was it the 6 train? I can't remember if it was the 6 train or the 4 train or whatever. But anyways, they used to paint the first car in the blue and white pinstripes, right? For the Yankees, right? They need to do that right now for these New York Knicks. They need to take one of those New York City train cars, paint it orange and blue, slap that Knicks logo on there, you know, or paint it black and put the orange and black Knicks logo on there. You know what I'm saying? We run the city. The city never sleeps. That's what they need to do. You know, because as a young man, I used to feel good. I used to feel good doing that. I used to feel good knowing that, I rode the Yankee train to Yankee Stadium and went to the game. I don't know how many fans will be sick if they see that rolling through NYC right now, stopping at the Garden. It's like this. What? Are you kidding me?
City, I just want to chime in about your point, because you made a lot of good points, but I just want to say that I'm actually starting to believe we got a big 15, bro. You were talking about we need everybody in this roster. I'm actually starting to believe right now that, bro, like I'm starting to like the whole top from 1 through 15. At first, it was like RJ and Julius, and then Mitch, and then there's, bro, it's the whole 15. I'm on board with this team, bro.
It's a difference. It's a difference when everybody on the team feels important. Like, what I bring to the table matters. You get the best out of people. It's like, oh, okay, it's my turn. All right, let me show you what I got. Let me show you that I belong here too. Like, a lot of these guys have been bouncing around and they're looking for a home. And when you get that, when you getting that kind of love from 2,000 people in the arena, imagine when the Garden is packed. Imagine when the Garden is rocking. My guy, like I said, I think the sky is the limit. When you got Taj Gibson putting the young boy in the blender in the first quarter, Noel saying, no, not today.
No. Get out of town. Get that garbage out of here.
I can only imagine when Mitch comes back and sees like, I got work to do. This guy's not going to give up this starting spot. Like, he's going to hold it down. Every game, it's a big block at the rim. Oh, I'm excited. I'm going to talk too much. Somebody grab the mic. Go.
I want to say. I want to say something real quick.
Go ahead.
You got it? Okay, cool. I just want to say, you know who's a sleeper that I actually think like plays a role in it because everybody, the team chemistry is hyping the whole team. Theo Pinson. Like I be at first I thought it was like all hype, but like I see his Twitter, I see how he's acting with the team, and I remember how broken it was with the team. They're always pull for each other, and I think I think he plays a vital role for this team's bench. Like, yeah,
he hypes the team up.
I see you. I'm bringing you in.
So I want to. So we got a new guy we got a new special new guest in the building. How do you feel, man?
What's going on? What's going on? It's Shine.
What's up, Sean?
What's going on, Spirit? G Money, what's good?
What's cracking slacking, bro?
What's going on? City, what's going on?
You already know, bro. I'm riding that wave. You know what I'm saying? I still got the thing on too. Do y'all see I still got the thing on? What did I say before I put the thing on? Let's get it.
I hear you. How do I listen? I was looking forward to making the playoff because the way last year ended.
Salute.
I knew that depending on the coach.
Yeah.
Because when we had Mike Miller and when the season was ending, we was doing real good. And I remember saying if we had Mike Miller from the beginning of the season, we probably would have had a better record and probably would have made the playoff last year. So when I knew Tibbs was coming in, I was expecting to make the playoff. I was when I spoke about it with my friends before the season start, they're always making fun, because we're the Knicks. I think he's a Lakers fan. And he asked me how many games do I think we're winning. I said 27-30. I had us winning 27-30. And I was not expecting what we're getting right now. Definitely not expecting it. And every game, man, I'm watching the games and I'm just in awe and I'm just surprised. Like, I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know what's going on. And I remember the 2013 season, I never felt like that. I mean, 2013, I was expecting to win games. We were expecting to win a few games. True. But this year is like, I'm looking forward to every game, and then after every game, I can't wait till the next game starts. So it's this might be the best season I've had. I've been a part of in a long time, and I've sat through the 17 win seasons and saw every game. You know what I mean? So watching this is definitely a joy, and I've heard Uncle Freezy said this. I don't know if City feel the same, but I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we make it to the Eastern Conference, and I wouldn't be surprised if we make it to the finals. I'm not saying that's guaranteed, but like Uncle Freezy said, there's a route to I don't know if you saw Avengers, and when they did the time thing, and there was like one possibility that Thanos could get defeated, and it was just that one, and then I feel the same way. There's that one reality that we win, that we make it to the finals, and there's a chance it might happen. You know what I mean? So
is it possible? Is it possible? It is. It's possible. That is a possibility, right?
Yes.
That is. It's a possibility. We cannot deny that, right? And another thing that we cannot deny, right, is these boys, these men, I should say not boys, but these men, these grown men, they come in MSG ready to rock and ready to roll, man. And it's been a long time, at least for me. I mean, you guys are Knicks fans too, so I already know y'all feel the same way. But it's been a long time since we have been able to even come outside and feel like we can talk about the Knicks in a good way without somebody trying to shut you down. You know what I'm saying? Right now, can't nobody shut us down when we talk good about our team. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because our team is doing good, and it's our team, and we have all rights reserved to talk about how good our team is doing. And I don't want to hear none of those fake fans talking about, oh, well, we're not going to make the finals, so why does it matter? Nah, bro, screw all of that. You know what I'm saying? You can kick rocks with that. What matters is celebrating your success. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
That's
sir.
what matters. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit of success. What matters is success. So be happy about it. Enjoy it. Embrace it, Knicks fans. Breathe it in. If I had Darth City here, I would breathe easy for y'all. Y'all know what I do when I breathe easy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't.
the
Maybe
beautiful.
maybe later on tonight, if I could calm myself down, maybe later on tonight I'll do it. But tell me, how are we feeling about this next game, yo? Because I am excited.
Happy,
I'm excited.
excited. It will be a barn burner, in my opinion. But I do think the New York Grits are going to eclipse the Phoenix Suns. It won't. It will, I think it'll come down to the wire, and we get a 10-game streak. My keys for the game: contain CP3. Be physical with CP3. Also, we got to put a body on DeAndre Ayton. All right, don't let him crash the glass a lot. And we got to, in my team, double team D Book and make sure we eye him. And our bench has to continue to outshine other benches. So we had to outshine Phoenix's bench.
How
If
is
we,
that bench, G-Money?
huh?
How
It's gonna
is
be
that
hard to
bench?
do.
I mean, the bench is all right. It's not super great, but it's all right. It's not great. It's all right. If we can come out here,
Their bench got depth. They have
the
depth.
bench is depth. Torrey Craig, Darius Saric. I mean, you have
Frank Kaminsky.
Frank Kaminsky, Cam Johnson. That they have a pretty good bench. So if we can outshine their bench, we shall be goody. And also, Thibs has to outcoach Monty Williams. Outcoach him.
It's a duel for
Mm-hmm.
Coach of the Year. It's a duel between
Yes.
two guys that want to win
Chris
that
Paul
award.
and Monty Williams got chemistry.
Facts, man.
And Shine
Facts.
said this. Shine, I remember when we were on Ron's show early in the year, and we said this, and you weren't alone. I said they
Right.
were going to win 25 to 30 games too. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't see this.
Me
But
too.
I think what we did say early on in the year is this team's got. You could see the signs. They played hard, but now they're putting it together. They're mentally tough. So I think they are ready to play the Suns. I think they're going to be ready for the moment. I don't see I'm curious what the line's going to be. I got friends of mine saying, "Oh, you're going to get blown out by the Suns." Excuse me? They got to come to Madison Square Garden. They got to come to our
We
crib.
got to come to Madison Square Garden. The World Experience Arena. It will come down to the wire. I don't see a blowout. If it was last year, yes. This year, no. This year's Knicks team is
Yeah, they're
different,
different.
man. They're different, and they play with unity. They show a sense of urgency and have no egos, like you said, Spree. They got to come to the Big Apple, to the garden.
Um,
It
I
will come down to the
Yo,
wire.
I remember
listen.
last year when we
Oh, go ahead,
played
bro.
last year when we played Phoenix, we did get killed by Aiton. So you're right, G Money. We do have to contain him.
Mm-hmm. And Booker too. We gotta try to contain D Book though, because if we allow D Book, Chris Paul, and Aiden to go off, we're not gonna win. So if we can try to contain two of them, and we outplay their bench, and we got to limit turnovers. Phoenix likes to run. We gotta limit turnovers. If we can limit transition, we can pull it out. It won't. I think it will come down to the wire. I think my score will be early score prediction. I'm gonna say New York 110, Phoenix 109.
Wow,
I, I,
I'll take it.
I've seen a different Knicks after that Brooklyn Nets loss.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Oh,
like
the Boston Celtics loss, man.
I kind of seen it more with the Brooklyn Nets because think about
Okay,
it, the Nets were primed to be the championship team, and
true,
they're like a shoe in to win the chip this year. And the
true.
fact that we're able to stay here neck and neck with them during that game, even though we lost by one possession. I
Mm-hmm.
think
Mm-hmm.
after that game, the team kind of realized, okay, maybe we got something here. And I've seen them play with a different aggression, I want to say. You know what I mean? So I've seen a whole completely different team from the first half. So I think we'll give the Phoenix team a run for their money, and I'm expecting a win.
True, it's gonna be close, man. I, and will it be so fitting if we win at the buzzer? Will it be so fitting if we
Oh
get a
yeah,
buzzer beater?
the city gonna blow up.
Hey man, as long hey, a win's a
Entirely
win.
fitting.
With this Knicks team does not want to let go of the streak, and everybody wants to knock us off. So
Sure.
to be, they got to do it in our building. That's why I just feel like I just feel we're too confident right now.
We gotta play strong. We gotta.
Nerlens, if you come to the basket, you're going to pay a price. You're going to pay a price.
Yes, sir.
Think twice. You ain't gonna lay it. You ain't laying it up, DeAndre, and we're putting a body on you. And Devin Booker, yeah. Is he a great player? Absolutely. But one man cannot stop this team. We
True.
are a team. You're gonna have to take all 15 of us out.
Yeah, we're gonna
Facts.
fight them down to the wire. I got a feeling.
It's going down to the wire. It is because
Going down to
remember,
the wire.
like I said, Phoenix is only a game and a half back of Utah for the number 1 seed. And if hypothetically Phoenix wins in Brooklyn today, there'll be a game back of Utah. The Suns want that 1 seed, so we got to come out here and we got to show the Suns who is boss. We got to play Nick basketball. And in my opinion, we cannot be down double digits to these guys. Because if you're down double digits to the Suns are a team that can blow you out, they can get hot. So we got to jump on them early. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yo,
G Money.
Freezy.
Yeah.
Freezy.
Yeah, last
Yo,
year
Freezy.
gave us a tough
Yo.
time.
I'm feeling good right now, right? I'm feeling good.
Right.
So check this out. Let's do this.
Mhm.
If y'all get this thing up to 100 likes,
Click that like button.
let's give away something.
Click it.
Freezy, let's give away something.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
All right. How about this?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
How about,
um,
hey, how about this? How about this? How about if we get to 125, we give away a big gift.
ooh.
If we get to 125, we give away a big gift. How about that?
If we get to 125, we got to hear G Money sing "Go New York Go" for a minute.
Wait, 125. We win the game too, right? We win the game too.
Yo, y'all get that thing up, because if y'all get
I'll
that
sing
thing
with
up,
you.
there just might be something
Siree.
special
If
coming
we
your
beat
way.
the Suns, we'll sing together. If we beat the Suns,
I'll
man.
sing with you, man. If we beat the Suns, I will sing on the air from you, and you will get viewers, Freezy. People will not leave. People want to hear me say it on the air.
All I want to say though, all I want to say though, to your point, G Money, is that we've beaten good teams, we lost against bad teams.
True.
And this team just, when we win it's great, and when we lose, it's almost like we become a more dangerous team.
Exactly. That's what I was
True.
saying.
You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
like almost like pick your poison. When how this team learns how to win, how this team learns how to win.
Right.
You know, they take it so personal that that when you put them in a tough situation, they know how to close out games. This team is learning how to close out games better and better and better and better. And this was a good Toronto team. I don't want to hear no excuses. Fred VanVleet was playing. Pascal Siakam, all of them was playing. And I felt like the game was over mid third quarter. It's like at mid third quarter, I'm like, oh, this is a wrap already. This is gone.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I don't even think the Raptors played badly. I thought they played okay. I thought they played well.
They played hard. It's just that it gets bad when Lowry was colder than the Arctic. 1 of 10 from the field, 0 of 8. Yikes. Also, OG Anunoby, he was splashing, cashing threes. He was Chef Curry out there. And then we slowed him down that fourth quarter. Spicy Pete was feasting and beasting, but I thought we contained him down the stretch.
Mm-hmm.
And also, our bench annihilated their bench, 43-11. Gary Trent, he was clunking, breaking, 2 of 8 from the field.
Oh, he was a non-factor today.
Exactly. It took some bad shots.
Yeah.
You know,
But
you know what else? You, you know what I wanted to say. Which goes back to God and Moses to what you're saying. That they're learning how to close games. A lot of people were complaining that Tibbs was leaving them in at the end of games, even though we were winning. But I think that's part of just building that. What's the word I'm looking for? Just building that into their mind that to close our game, whether you 10 points or
yes, good
15 points
point.
ahead,
Good point.
you have to play until the last buzzer. And people were complaining. They
Mm-hmm.
were saying he needs to rest. And I'm looking at the minutes right now. Yes, Julius Randle is playing 37 minutes, but the next 15 to 20 players are only playing 2 minutes less than he is.
Right.
So are you saying that Tibbs is overworking him just by playing him 2 more minutes than everybody else?
Nah, it's to your point. That's a great point, man. I forget what your name. What your name is again, man?
Shine.
Shari. Salute, man. Salute. So that's a great point, man. This team knows what to do. I like the way they play. I like the way. I want to see more. I want to see more. That's what I want to say to that. I want to see more, and I want to see tomorrow's game, win or lose. You know, I I want them to show up. I want some Knicks basketball,
Exactly. Make it
and
rough for 'em.
and I want to see what they're made of because
Mhm.
I really don't know what they're made of to expect anything yet. I'm still,
Mm-hmm.
even though we're 60 games in, I have a great idea. I have a strong, but like it's the first time against the Suns, and the Suns are like the New York Knicks in the West. They're
Yeah,
very good.
feisty, gritty. Yeah.
Yeah, they're very good, and they're very. They have a great player who's leading them, Chris Paul. So shout out to them.
Mhm.
And they do have Devin Booker. They do have Ayton. So much respect to their talent, but they're learning how to win in the West, and we're learning how to win in the East. And I won't be surprised. I mean, I'm sure people in the Phoenix Suns won't be surprised if they go to the finals or deep run in the playoffs. And same here, we're no different. In the East, we feel like we can go to the finals, Eastern Conference Finals too. So it's a good game. I think it's a good game for me.
Well,
I'm excited to see that game.
and to your point, if
Mm-hmm.
even if we win, that's great. We're just gonna keep this thing rolling. And like you said, if it just so happens that we do lose, and I don't see us getting blown out, we'll
True.
only come back even stronger. Like you said,
Oh
it'll
yeah.
only make us stronger because I think we're gonna give them a run for their money. And like I said, it'll remind me of the Brooklyn game where we
Mhm.
came just 2 points short. And if you're a team and you're playing a team that's the people are considering to be championship contenders and you coming up 2 points short, that's building confidence in
Mhm.
yourself also. Like, okay, next time we're gonna get them. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Right. And then
so
we
it's
got
a
the
win-win.
Bulls. And then we got the Bulls. I know we don't want to go ahead, but just a fun fact: the Bulls won't have Zach Levine on Wednesday against us. So if we could come out here and let's compete with this, even if we lose, just be competitive. I don't want to get
Right.
killed. Just be competitive. If we win, I think we will beat the Suns. I have a weird
Mm-hmm.
feeling that we may get the Suns.
G Money, they're playing
Mm-hmm.
back to back, right?
Yeah, back to
They're
back.
coming
Yeah, they're
from a
playing
back to back.
today on ESPN in Brooklyn, and then Monday, which is tomorrow, in New York. So I think they'll be a little bit fatigued. So, like I said, if we can, come out with the right mentality, win or loss, if we can just be competitive, I'll be happy.
We have a
And
chance.
we have
We
a
have a
chance.
chance.
Don't get blown out. I know the Suns are great. Don't get blown out. All
Right.
right,
Mm-hmm.
because don't get blown out. I think we'll win this game in a thriller. I just have a weird feeling this game will come down to the wire because to me the Suns are a better home team than road team, and also the Knicks are a better home team than road team. So it's like if we can come out here and show New York Knickerbocker basketball, this game will come down. Palms backs gets tight, palms get sweaty, and it will come down to the wire. So that's what I'm saying. If I had to make a prediction, I think New York 110, Phoenix 109. What's your score predictions?
But here's my question, G Money, because
Ooh.
we gotta
Yeah.
we gotta talk about the point guard situation.
Yes.
Because today Julius Randle bailed us out with that whole Alfred Payton situation. how good is Elfrid Payton and Derrick Rose going to perform against Chris Paul? That's what I think it comes down to.
Yeah.
And we got to have that conversation. Like I want to win. I want it to be close, but like, you know, how are we going to contain Chris Paul, who's averaging like 20 and 4 rebounds and over 7 assists and knows how to manipulate the floor and, you know, can Elfrid Payton defend this guy? You know, how can we slow him down?
I would say this.
Elfrid Payton will not slow him down.
I would say this, right? We don't have to contain Chris Paul.
Right.
We don't have to contain him. You know what I'm saying? We just got to slow him down a little bit. So what if he gets his numbers? How many teams have we played where their main guys got their numbers and we still won? Like, you know what I'm saying?
A lot.
We
34
we just gotta contain everybody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. Like it's okay. I'm not scared of the Phoenix Suns. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You know why I'm not scared of the Phoenix Suns? Because we the New York Knicks and we are on a roll. We are on a roll right now.
The New York Knicks.
Let's keep this train running.
Thank you. We have the best
Let's keep
player
the
on the
tires
court.
turning.
We have Julius Randle is the best player on the court whenever we play. I don't care what anybody says. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
You know what? You're right.
One question:
You're right.
Is this? Do you guys think this is it? Is this the point where Julius Randle starts averaging 25 to 30 points on the regular?
Yeah.
This is the point of no return.
Yeah.
Yo, point of no return.
He's gone.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's an all-star every season.
We're past that.
He's an all-star every season. He's gone. He's not even looking back.
I don't want to say I've been a fan, but I've always liked his game ever since he was with the Lakers. And I remember, I want to say back when he was with the Pelicans, I had an argument with a friend of mine that Julius Randle is a better player than I was saying he's a better player than from Golden State.
Draymond Green.
Draymond, yeah.
And then they were saying I was bugging out, and then I looked at the numbers, and his numbers were way better. And only obviously the assists were higher for Draymond Green because look who he's playing with. But when he came to the team, I was excited. I knew we had something, but last year, like everybody else, it was disappointing, you know. So I'm glad to see it happening. So that's why I'm asking. I was expecting the jump to be next year, but it looked like it's starting right now.
You know what it is? Sean? I think Julius watches the show and he saw that God of Moses made that prediction, and he wanted God of Moses to get a Julius Randle jersey.
Yeah.
That's part of this.
But
the other part is Julius Randle's got that something inside his chest. He's got he's got that where he says, you know what? I know Knicks fans love me, and even though they gave me criticism last year, I deserved it. I wasn't ready, but now I'm ready to be that guy to be a leader. They follow his lead, Shine. So I agree with you. Did I expect it this year? No, but man, he is definitely. We got to build around this guy.
Man, oh, baby, J.R. Braves. That's what I call Julius Randle. J.R. Braves or J.R. 30. That's what I call Julius Randle.
J.R.
30.
And one of the great things I like about this team, you could actually pinpoint what you're missing, which is a good sign. Because before, I remember when they played us during the draft, and under us they put we need everything. They were just trying, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they were trolling us.
Yeah. So when we were rebuilding and we were like, oh, we need what do we need? Do we need a point guard? Do we need a small forward? Just get the best talent. But now we can actually pinpoint what we need. Okay, we need more shooting. Okay, we need a big man that can stretch the floor a little bit. So that's a good thing. I've always pinpoint and look at, be like, all right, now kind of could settle down and go for talent and go for fit and everything like that. So that's why I'm liking these 10-day contracts that we're getting, and all these players have the same thing in common: defense.
Shine, here's the crazy thing. You just said shooting. That was my biggest concern coming into the year, that we wouldn't have enough shooting. And right now, I think we're leading the league with guys that are shooting over 40% over the past 2 months.
True,
Isn't that
true.
crazy?
Crazy. The
Nuts.
ball movement's hopping. We have knocked down hotter than a son of shooters, and the guys are shooting with confidence and taking smart shots.
And
That's
we're
what I
doing
like
this
to see.
without Burks, G Money.
Exactly.
We haven't had Burks.
Shout out to
When we
Reggie
add,
Bullock.
More
Shout
so
out to Reggie
Bullock, man.
Bullock.
Bullock
Reggie
is hot.
Bullock, man.
Oh my!
And he's
Bullock
But
another
he
is
one.
kept
hot
saying
right now.
player, Reggie Bullock.
He's another one that I was excited
R&B,
to get,
R&B. When
but
Allen Burks comes
disappointed
back,
me last
watch
year.
even more. I'm telling you guys, I tell you right now, this team's gonna be more dangerous, man.
Bullock value definitely went up crazy. Definitely.
Yeah,
He's playing
definitely.
so much better.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
And more
And
consistent too.
and
R&B
His stock is
hashtag consistency. R&B has been lighting it up, and his defense clamp.
Yeah.
That's what I like seeing from R&B. And also, did you know he did not have a foul yesterday afternoon? Did you
yeah,
know that? Fun facts there. So he played
I didn't
without
know that.
fouling. So,
That's a good observation too, G Money.
and you know he always gives you
you're
a
gonna have to
unnecessary
chase
foul
Devin
towards
Booker
the end.
around tomorrow.
Oof.
Yeah.
excuse me?
I mean Monday. But yeah, he gonna have to chase him around.
Tomorrow. Today's Sunday. Tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
technically tomorrow. Yeah.
Reggie, man, look, we all if Reggie can play at this level, man, that just adds so much to this team. He is a big part of the reason why we're winning games. So shout out to Reggie Bullock. I don't care what anybody says. People can knock him off.
R&B, baby.
He deserves some respect, man. He's playing well.
Yeah.
Period.
He's playing
His
well.
shooting,
He's playing
his form
smart.
and his shooting is perfect.
Regardless what.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
Go
carry
ahead.
on. I was cutting you off. Sorry.
No,
No,
I'm
no,
just
no. I
saying,
said.
every time he lets it go, it's like now I'm expecting it to go in.
Yeah. Regardless of what other people feel about Reggie Bullock, we gotta give him credit, man. This guy's playing good ball, man.
Yeah.
That's what I want to say.
Do you think some of the guys we have that are hot right now for us, do you think they're outplaying the contract that we might offer them this off season? Because I for next season, like I'm super ecstatic about what's going on right now. But I know that at the end of the season, there are going to be a lot of holes in this roster because guys
True.
did get 1-year deals. You
True.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so anytime you're building a culture, you want to have consistency. You don't want to turn over the
Exactly.
roster and have 7 and 8 brand new guys trying to learn each other and have cohesion and chemistry. So my question to the panel is: do you think guys like Bullock, Burks, even Noel, like we have to bring him back?
I agree. Yeah.
We have to bring him back. I love Mitch, but it is awesome when you have two guys that can come in and protect that rim
And not miss a beat.
versus paying $30 million for one guy in the middle. You understand what I'm saying? But go ahead, panel, answer.
I'll go for. I'll make it quick. I agree with you saying. That's my concern also. Like a lot of the guys right now, I want to bring them back, and my hope is that I like what the front office. I feel like we're not talking about what the front office is doing right now. They're taking care of everybody. I read something that said that they made sure that everybody in the G League got paid a little bit extra, and they bought Miles Power back just to let him loose, but they only did it just to give him extra money. So they're taking care of their guys, and then I think that's I think the extra 15 million we have, these guys are gonna get it. They're gonna split it among themselves. So I think I'm expecting or I'm hoping that guys like Bergs, Noel, are seeing what's going on here, that they could be taken care of here, and they're willing to stay regardless of what. Because other players have done it. Other players have took way less money just to be in a good situation. You understand? So
That's a great point.
I think I'm hoping they'll think of it in a way where I found a home here. I like the front office. They're taking care of us. They'll look out for us, and they'll decide to work something out.
That's a great point.
Did y'all get to the
super chat? No.
$5 super chatter platter?
Let's do it.
No.
Is Julius Randle in the MVP talk? Yes. Is it a must-win for the New York Knickerbockers to lock up the number 4 seed? I would prefer that to get home court advantage at the Garden. I would prefer that.
I would say yes because we're really good at home.
Mm-hmm. And we can, if we get to a game 7, it will be at Broadway.
But there's no reason we can't win on the road too. We're mentally tough, but yeah, I'd love to get the 4. And is Julius in the MVP talk? Well,
absolutely,
he is in the conversation. He should be. And if any of your friends try and tell you that Steph Curry, who yes, he's a great player,
or Damian Lillard, Dame's not.
What you need to tell those people is to come on the show and debate me one-on-one. That's what.
Same thing with Dame. If you think Dame has a better year than Randall, come and debate me.
Yeah, the fact that they're putting Curry in front of Randall is ridiculous.
Same thing with Dame. Like, it's blasphemy too.
For many years, they've been telling me it's not about your record matters also and things like that. You know,
we have a better record than the Warriors and Blazers, man. Think about that.
Exactly, that's what
Warriors and Blazers. We have a better record. No one thought that before the year.
So the fact they're putting Curry in there
and Dame
might miss the playoff is ridiculous.
And Damian missed the playoffs too. He's in the play-in. And I checked the Blazers schedule. They got the Lakers, they got the Suns, they got the Jazz, they got the Nets, they got the Celtics, they got Spurs. They got a lot of tough teams. So the Blazers could very well miss the playoffs too.
Hey, G Money, to your point, I just want to add in. You remember when a lot of people were going to say we're going to start losing? It's the second half. This is the tougher end of the schedule.
Right,
and the Knicks, all the Knicks do is keep winning, and Julius Randle keeps carving these teams a new one after game after game after game after game.
God of Moses, then they say we had a first half. The first half, we had one of the toughest first half also.
True. And I want to say this
too. So we basically had one of the hardest schedules all overall.
And I want to throw this out there. Some people say, "Oh, Dame's carrying a bad team." Norman Powell's not trash. Siege McCollum's not trash. Melo is not trash. Nurkic is not trash. Cantor is not trash. What are you talking about?
Robert Covington. Robert
Covington's not trash.
Covington's a good player.
And do people understand this too? Portland's lost 4 games in a row. Why is it so hard to process that? And people who say Dame's the MVP, Damian Lillard is shooting like 36%, whatever, in the second half of the season. Since All-Star break, and 32% from 3. How is Dame the MVP over Randall? The Blazers are a good team because Portland's 3-2 without Dame. They beat Philly without Dame.
Yo, so I got a question for y'all. Well, I'm going to read a question for y'all. So shout out to Stephen Rose again with the $5 super chatter platter. Stephen Rose says, for the panel, who would you like to see Knicks face in round 1? Also, round 2, battle of the New York Nets versus Knicks, or 76ers versus Knicks if Knicks advance in round uno.
Okay.
I had to touch up on my Spanish.
Well, one more thing too. Again, Portland is a good team. If you take Dame away from the Blazers, CJ can give you 25, Melo can give you 20 to 25, Cannon can give you a double-double, Covington can give you threes in defense, Nurkic could give you a double-double. Do people forget that Cannon had a 30-rebound game last time?
10 days ago. Yeah, 11 days ago. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Exactly. The Blazers are better than the Knicks on paper.
In terms of talent, but in terms of coaching, I mean, we got great coach and we got.
And you know why we have enough talent? It's coaching. That's why they're not winning. It's coaching, and Dame and CJ don't show IQ in close games.
So, but back to the question. Let's get back to City for real because he's. We got to shout out to the super chat, and who I personally would like to play in the first round. I'm interested in the Miami Heat. I really want that smoke with Miami Heat. I think the Knicks could beat them in 7, and I feel like I really do think we could get the best of them. So that would be my personal. I mean, maybe some people would choose another team, but I wouldn't mind going against Miami.
I'm a second that, Ralph. And this is why. Do you remember when the Chicago Bulls took the Miami Heat to 7 when they only had Joakim Noah you saw how tough of an out that was. I think this Knicks team is better than that Bulls team, and I know that this Miami Heat team is nowhere near a Wade, LeBron, Chris Bosh. So I would like to see them in the first round because I think we match up with them well, and they play that tough, hard-nosed basketball. And I think you go through the first round with someone tough like that, whether it's Philly or the Nets, they have a tough matchup, and they could lose.
I mean, I would if it was the second round. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind Milwaukee, Boston.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think we could beat them. I just think. I mean, Philly's. I don't know. Philly's a little,
if they're healthy, I don't know.
Right.
For me, in the first round, personally, for me, I would want to play Atlanta or Charlotte. I would not, or Boston, personally, for me. In the semis, I would prefer, if we get this matchup, Milwaukee. Or if we had to choose between Philly or Brooklyn, I would probably choose Brooklyn if we had to choose, because Philly, we're not going to stop and be in the paint. 2, we have not been Ben Simmons. 3, Philly thrives in transition. 4, Danny Green can hit clutch shots. 5, Seth Curry can shoot the rock. And 6, Dwight Howard can crash the glass. Look, I'm not saying we'll beat Brooklyn or Philly. I doubt it. But if I had to choose the two, choose one of the two, I would choose Brooklyn.
You mean Milwaukee?
I mean, second round, I don't know.
Milwaukee, but I'm saying that if we had to choose between Philly or Brooklyn, the two teams we had to see, I would probably choose Brooklyn. I mean, I don't think we'll beat either team. If Milwaukee was available, I'll choose Milwaukee. But since I think the question's talk about who we rather see in the second round between Philly or Brooklyn, I'd rather see the Nets, because are they going to stay? I don't think we'll beat them, but are the Nets going to stay healthy? That's the thing.
Plus, I think Philly's is a good defensive team also.
Exactly.
Philly's a real good team.
Yeah, but listen, I feel like we can beat them, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if we do the things that we need to do, and our bench comes through hot and heavy, like they did tonight, I feel like we can beat them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of who they got on the floor. Listen, I'm not scared of no Ben Simmons. That man made what? 1 3-pointer or 2 or 3 or 4 3-pointers in the last how many years?
One against the Knicks last year.
You know what I'm saying? And of course, obviously, it would be against us because we are that team that just allows certain people to do certain things to us that they not used to doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm not scared of none of that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me respond to that, City.
Yo, somebody got Alexa playing or something like that?
Yeah.
Didn't sound like Siri.
City, to respond to that, you know, Ben Simmons did get the best of RJ Barrett in the early season. RJ did bounce back and got him back and got him good. So that'll be a good series. RJ versus Ben Simmons. I like to see it because I want RJ to constantly get better. And you know, when RJ starts struggling, he's probably one of the reasons why this team bounces back stronger than ever. Because every time RJ Barrett loses or starts to struggle, when he bounces back, it's like, man, he takes it to a whole nother level and gets so much better.
He comes back like he transformed into the Ghost Rider. He comes back with a vengeance. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you. It's like I don't know who this person is. I don't know who this player is. So that'd be a good team to go up against for this team, because like I like to see RJ against Ben Simmons. I mean, Julius Randle's gonna go him against Tobias Harris or Joel Embiid. That'd be a good series. And I don't know what we're gonna do with Joel Embiid. Hopefully, Nerlens Noel can do the best he can.
Contain him. We have to try to contain him.
Right.
We got to watch it for Danny Green. Remember, I know Danny Green's inconsistent, but in the Garden, he kicked our behinds with multiple clutch shots, a beautiful jaw-dropping floater, and 2 feathery bombs from downtown in overtime. And don't forget, when we were up by 1, he also had an offensive rebound that led to the whole Julius Randle, Tobias Harris fiasco.
Even though I think we're a better team than the last time we faced them. Though.
Yeah.
I agree.
True.
I'd rather play. I want to play. I agree with G Money. I'd rather play Atlanta or Boston in the first round in that 4-5 game. I kind of like.
Yeah.
I kind of like that matchup. And then for my second round, I want to play Brooklyn. I mean, I know I don't like at that point. You got to beat a really good team to get to advance, and it's very personal with them because they bother me, and I don't know if they'll be healthy. I don't really care, but I just know it'll get physical. It'll be personal, and if they beat us, they will have earned it. And there's going to be bruises. There might be punches thrown. There might be fans in the stands that get thrown out. I may get thrown out. I may fly there myself.
You might be thrown out of your own house.
Don't.
No.
I'll tell you what though.
You might be thrown out of
You're gonna have to hold me back. I can't deal with those guys, those clowns in Brooklyn.
Well, if we were in the Garden and you're about to yell, I'm like, yo, Spree, chillax. Don't get ejected. And also, don't do a Spike Lee, Reggie Miller moment. Remember when Spike Lee kept yapping, Patty went chip, chatting, and Reggie Miller was hotter than a furnace and went Super Saiyan on us in the Garden, 94, Game 5. We had 25 in the fourth quarter. Don't do that, Spree. Don't talk to Tarantula
I won't, but I'll just say this. They have not played together. They've played barely any time together, all three of them. And yes, are they talented enough to win it all? Yes. Can they still win it all? Sure. But I'll just say this: there's gonna be not much pressure on the Knicks in that series. All the pressure is going to be on Brooklyn. Yes, obviously, there's always pressure to win. But you mean to tell me if the Knicks played the Nets in a series, the Knicks would be hyped, and all the pressure would go to the Nets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I got two questions. For y'all. 2 questions, right? Shout out to Our Future Gaming for the $5 super chatter platter. Our Future Gaming says, salute Knicks family. Question for the panel. Where is the Knicks ceiling this year going to the playoffs like a first round team or Eastern Conference Finals? Second is shout out to Stephen Rose. Again, you must be related to Derrick Rose because you're giving us all of these super chatter platters. So I must assume you guys got something to do with each other. But Stephen Rose says, who wins MVP picks? Y'all's predictions. Who makes the NBA Finals?
The ceiling for us, in my opinion.
So we get to Our Future first. Let's go with Our Future first because that was the first one proposed.
The future. So what's our future like when it comes to how far we're going to postseason? I say second round. I think we can get. I think depending on matchup, we'll get out the first round. But I have a feeling that we're going to play Philly or Brooklyn. I think it's over in the second round. But I do think we could take those two teams to 6 games. I have a feeling. I feel we can take those two teams to 6 games. I think we lose in the second round, but it will be a tough series for them. I just think that we're a piece or two away. And also, my MVP. Look, I love JR30. I love him. In my opinion, I think it's Joel Embiid. When healthy, I thought it was Joel Embiid this year because nobody had Philly being a 1 seed early in the season. So my MVP, it's debatable. I think it's Joel Embiid. Also, who do I think is going to make the NBA Finals? This is just me. Look, I think fully healthy, the Lakers will win the West. Fully healthy. I don't believe in the Clippers. I don't believe in the Trailblazers. I think the Suns are a little bit inexperienced. The Jazz, I have a feeling the Jazz are going to be like the 2015 Hawks, a team that looks good in the regular season, but it's going to look mediocre in the playoffs because other than Donovan Mitchell, who's going to consistently show up in the playoffs? And I love Donovan Mitchell, and I notice this with Donovan. He's not that good in elimination games. So that's the thing. And the Nuggets, we all know the story about Jamal Murray, so Denver is done. So fully healthy, I think the Lakers will win the Western Conference. And in the East,
right. But we talking about
the NBA Finals,
the
and I'm
Knicks
talking about.
right now. We
I
talking
know,
about the Knicks right now.
I know,
We're
but he
not talking
also
about the Lakers.
I know, but he also asked us who do I think is going to make the finals, and I'm telling you, I think the Lakers will win the
Okay,
West.
you went. Okay.
But in the East, I'm going to give a slight edge to the Nets. I had to see. I don't believe in the Bucks. I'm sorry, Milwaukee's talented, but Milwaukee's a team that's going to fall short in the playoffs. I'm sorry. Philadelphia, they'll be a tough. Philly could very well beat Brooklyn, but at the same time, to be fair, Simmons and Embiid have not been all that great in the playoffs, though. So, and that's what I'm saying. So, I think the Nets will be in the finals, but it will be a tough series. Nets and Lakers in the finals.
Next,
Mm-hmm.
who's next? That's Spree, and then we'll go to Raph.
Yeah.
Let's go. How about Sean? You go first, and then I'll go. And we'll go order of the screen.
I'll keep it short.
Oh yeah, okay. We'll do it like that.
I think I call Philly Lakers.
Okay, that's possible.
I could see Philly giving Brooklyn some issues.
And how far do you have the Knicks going? I know it's a hard question because we don't know the matchups, but if you had to guess,
I don't.
And also, who's your MVP? Eastern Conference Finals?
I think we could make it. I think we could make it to the Eastern.
Okay.
Best case scenario, I think we make it to the Eastern Conference. Worst, I think we lose in the second round.
Who's your MVP?
Yeah.
On our team?
No,
overall, I have it for Embiid, but how many games has he missed? I haven't looked into
19.
Off the top of my head, I'll give it to him, but the missed games give me pause.
Okay.
Give me pause. So
okay, that's all fair.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go. I have the Knicks winning a round. I think they can win a round. It's not that I don't believe it. I agree with you, Shine. Could they make the Eastern Conference Finals? Absolutely. But I'll say they win a round. Without knowing the matchups, I can't go crazy. But I will go crazy if I see the matchups and I believe. And this Knicks team keeps making me believe. But MVP, I'm going to go different than you guys. I agree. I think it's between either Embiid or Jokic. I think it's either those two. One of them gets it. And I'm going to say Jokic. I feel like he kind of deserves it. He's still balling out even without Murray. So we'll see. I think either guy is deserving, though. And then what else? What was the last question? Was
who do you think is going to make the NBA Finals?
Oh, man. See, I hate all the teams I'm going to mention, but I kind of agree with G-Money. It's probably going to be the Lakers and the Nets, in my opinion. Yeah, with the Nets, assuming they're healthy. If they're not healthy, then that changes everything. My hope is Kyrie goes AWOL and Kevin Durant gets called out by some fans on Twitter that hurts him mentally, and they lose to us. But assuming that doesn't happen, because Kevin Durant blocked me on Twitter, so I can't do it. If somebody else wants to send something to him during the
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to inspire him, though. I don't want to inspire him.
Fair enough. But he will respond. But I'll go with the Nets. And I'm not going to predict who wins because I hate both teams. So that's all I got.
Can I ask you a question, Street? Is he going to respawn with a burner account, or is he going to respawn regular?
He could do either.
Okay.
He has both.
But anyways, go ahead, Ralph. Go ahead with your joint.
I'm gonna start with MVP. MVP, possibly Jokic for MVP. I want to say Randall, but he probably win most improved. I hope Randall goes as far as he goes with the MVP race. And actually, honestly, between me, I want to say Randall, but I'm happy with wherever he lands in MVP. I'm happy with it. Well deserved. So shout out to him. But to talk about the playoffs, I mean, look, man, the Knicks. I mean, the Knicks are not far behind, being in third place. The Knicks don't want to stop winning. They're locked in right now for real.
Oh yeah.
They're looking at the situation like, why settle for fourth when we could go for third? And so at this situation, I'm looking at this team as a fourth seed. But if I'm taking it serious, like if the Knicks could grab that third seed, then I think it's we got a serious situation. They're going far now, boy. So now they're going far. If the Knicks can get higher than fourth seed, we got a situation now. A serious situation in the playoffs. I'm talking about we're going to be carving up teams. So that conversation, I think we're sort of having the conversation early. But and now that kind of switching my mind that like, man, maybe we really could win this game against Phoenix because like, Julius Randle he said it, man. This team is not, we're happy with where we are, but we know that we want to go to other places. And I think they know that if we could get higher than the fourth seed, that increases our chances in the playoffs. So that's a conversation that we need to not just have it now, but we need to have it maybe 3 or 4 games before the playoff starts. So so just take me lightly now. All I'm saying is take me lightly with the playoff prediction because I think they're making a serious run for that third seed, and that would open things up for real. But as a fourth seed, if they play Atlanta, okay, I think I can see them beat Atlanta.
Oh yeah,
if we play Phoenix, it's supposed to be Phoenix that second round, then I could see them taking to 6 or 7. And
Phoenix is in the West, man.
All right,
I mean,
so
Philly. So
let my man Cully eat real quick.
Okay.
Let him get the platform. You know what I'm saying? Max out your words, bro. You got it.
I don't think Cole's here. He's on the panel.
Oh, he's not here?
No.
Oh, I thought I saw. Oh no, he must have bounced. Okay.
He left the building.
So it's just is it left to me? Cully has left the building, people. It's left to me. So I'm just gonna say this before I give my takes, right? Let's just say this. If we get this thing to 125, y'all know what's gonna happen. We giving away something special. You know what I'm saying? So get those likes up to 125, and somebody in the chat will possibly be able to get something special. And I can already tell you, I don't even know what it is, but I know it's going to be something special. It's going to be epic because I don't want to give anything away. But listen, man, I see it like this, right? MVP, I would go with the Jokic thing. I'm with
the
that.
Joker.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like, you know what I mean? But to rebut myself, because that was probably Darth City saying that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
City for real says, I want Julius Randle to win the MVP. I want him to win the most improved player. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want him to take home those accolades because of he's on our team and we seen this man struggle and come back from the struggle and show his shine. Like, you know what I'm saying? We seen him come back from the struggle and show his shine. That's right, G Money. He was flexing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, let's go. That's what I want. And as far as the finals predictions, I would say as far as our playoff predictions, I would say this before I do the finals prediction. I would say I got the thing on. I see us in the Eastern Conference Finals, man.
Yeah.
I'm going with it. I'm rolling with it. I'm rocking with my boys. And guess what? If we don't get there, that's okay. But I'm rocking with my boys, and I do not care. But for the finals, I would say, if we're gonna say, I would say Clippers. I say Clippers, and I don't even want to. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm gonna say us and the Clippers, bro. I'm going for it, man. I'm going for the gusto because I remember Freezy's plan. I remember Freezy's plan. You know what I'm saying? There is a pathway that we can make. And guess what? If that pathway is there, we can take it. You know what I'm
Speak it
saying?
into existence. I love it.
Like, you know what
I
I
love
mean?
that, man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm okay with it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
No, seriously,
Doesn't
who's going to
matter.
the finals?
It doesn't matter, man.
No, I'm
I'm
asking.
telling you,
That's
serious.
your prediction. Nobody's got that's your prediction. Nobody. That's your. That's. I love.
No,
it.
I'm not
That was
changing his
beautiful.
opinion. I'm just asking. No, seriously, who's going to the finals? I'm just asking. The Clippers, maybe.
Yo,
Who's coming out the East?
City.
Shout out to Stephen Rose for the $5 super chatter platter. Stephen Rose says, if the Knicks have the 5th seed, not having home court, can they still advance to if the Knicks fall to 6 or to the 6th or 8th seed? You had to pick first round 76ers or Nets or Bucks.
That's easy. The second question, the Bucks by far. The first question, we can. If we play like a Boston or Atlanta or a Charlotte, even if we don't get the fourth, we can still only get out the first round.
Yes, I agree, and I would rather play the Bucks. We can. It's Tom Thibodeau team. A Tom Thibodeau team can beat one man. One man cannot beat Tom Thibodeau in a series. He will get the boys. We will be able to create a wall on Giannis and make him shoot jump shots that he cannot make, and we will come out of that series. I guarantee it.
I'm gonna say this. I want to say this real quick. I'm gonna give it to everybody. If the Knicks can grab a 3rd seed, sign me up to the finals. Sign me up.
Wait, what finals? You talk about conference final, or you talk about NBA finals?
I would start off lightly. I would start off Eastern Conference Finals first, but it could go to finals also.
I think. Are y'all trying to make me come unglued right now?
I'm telling you,
all right.
They get that.
Hold on, I gotta mute myself. Okay.
G-Money said it
let
earlier.
me grab it for a quick
there's
second.
enough games for us to catch up to Milwaukee.
All right, but
4 games, and Milwaukee has an easy schedule. I know the schedule doesn't matter, but at the same time, it kind of does because Houston's trying to lose on purpose. I think they got Orlando coming up. Chicago's struggling right now. The Bucks will at least be a top 3 seed. I don't see us catching the Bucks. I say maybe we stay at 4, but I don't see us catching the Bucks.
Okay.
Chuck, what were you saying? I'm sorry, Chuck. You were about to say something.
I was just going to say that if we get the 3rd seed, we kind of give Julius Randle the nod on MVP. Because our record will be been better than Denver's. And people have said it's either Jokic or Embiid. Embiid hasn't played enough games, in my opinion. So by default, it's Jokic. But if our record is better and Randle stays on his 25 and 10 and 6 for the rest of the season, I don't see. I know why he's not going to get it because they don't rock with us. But he would deserve it, don't you think? Being a higher seed from what people anticipated us being at the beginning of the season. I don't know. I say this. I definitely think we'll get out of the first round, regardless of who we play.
Well, not named Philly or Brooklyn. Yeah.
I don't know. I drank the Kool-Aid. I think we can beat anybody. Sorry. I know that's maybe to you, G Money, that's delusional Nick talking, but I'm just what I saw this afternoon, because y'all think about it, that game could have gotten away from us and we could have lost. It wasn't like Fred VanVleet was flat and missing shots. It wasn't like they weren't playing a great basketball. It was when it mattered the most. We locked down, we hit shots, and we came away with the victory. I think that our team is built for the playoffs. All this transition and all this stuff, when it comes to the playoffs, it's about defense, half court sets, and executing. And then we got these guys executing, calls a timeout, runs a play, 2 points. And then the game starts. There's no more, okay, you just take a shot and we'll try to keep this thing close. No, let's execute, let's play defense, and let's put it away. So I feel like when you're going in this hot, even if we only win 3 more games, like we ended the season on a 13 and how many games we got left, G Money?
11.
11. So we won 13 out of the last 24.
Well, let's see. I think so. Around that. Yeah.
That's over 50% of our games. You know what I'm saying? Of the
Mhm.
final games, it's the teams that get hot around this time. It carries over into the playoffs, and that's a dangerous team to play with. Yo, we really have nothing to lose.
That's what I'm saying. There
The
wouldn't be pressure on
hardest
us.
person to fight is a person with nothing to lose.
I
Because you
agree.
know what? I'm swinging with everything. If I got to pick up a rock, if I got to bite you in the crotch,
G-
I'm doing whatever it takes because I want to win. And I feel we got that, and I feel that we can get to the second round. Depending on the matchup, I'm with Ralph, man. I feel like we can get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and I'm done. Next
G
question.
Money.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Do you think Miami could beat the Sixers?
No, I don't think Miami's being Philly. No, Miami's not the same.
Miami's a weird team this year.
They're inconsistent. Miami ain't being Philly this year. No, one because of size. Bam, yeah, but Bam is not good controlling Embiid. And two, the Heat, they're not a great 3-point shooting team this year. I'm
They've
sorry.
been weird. They've been weird this
They've
year.
been inconsistent.
I know they
The
beat
Heat,
us, but
Because
I
I'm
think
looking.
they might beat us in the first round, but they ain't beating Philly. No way. Miami ain't beating Philly.
I'm looking at the bracket, and it seems like we play. If we beat the Hawks in the first round, then we end up beating this. Then we end up having to play the Sixers.
No, we
The
play the Nets
Sixers,
we play the
whoever
Nets in the
wins
second
between
round.
the Sixers and Miami or Charlotte.
No. The 1-4 play the winner of the 1-8 matchup played the winner of the 4-5 matchup in the semis, while the winner of the 2-7 matchup played the winner of the 3-6 matchup in the semis. So, if hypothetically it stays the same, if we beat
So
Atlanta,
it'll be
which
the
I
other way
think we
around.
will, we'll be playing Brooklyn in the second round.
Okay, and so no way around it because I don't think so. Brooklyn is likely facing the Pacers or um Washington, and that's
They're gonna be both of them. They're gonna be
yeah,
both of
either
them.
or.
That's, I like that.
Washington could give Brooklyn some trouble because they beat Brooklyn twice,
Yep.
but I don't know. I don't think the Wizards have enough to beat the Nets, and the Pacers ain't beating the Nets though. I'm sorry, Indiana doesn't have enough depth.
I want to just say one thing about Randall that I think is
Mhm.
going to be very important in the playoffs, and also as we move forward. I thought there were 2 times today, and look, he's been terrific, and I'm nitpicking. He's been an angel this year. He's been God of Moses has been an angel just like Julius. But I just want to say this. He did not do a good job getting out to shooters twice. I'd like to
That's
see him
true.
do a better job of getting out to shooters. There's been a couple times where Julius, if he was a little late, and I know he gets excited, but I need him to get out. And one other thing I want to say about Julius is down the stretch of games, he's been better, but he can be better at a I don't need the fadeaways late. I know you can make them. I'd like you to, especially when teams are in the penalty. Julius, if they're going to play up on you like Steph Curry, which they're now doing because they respect you so much, attack the basket and either spray it out or go to the free throw line because you're money from the free throw line this year, and I want you to not worry about it. Just attack. Yes, other teams have trees, but you're Julius Randle. You're the baddest dude on the planet. I need you to get to the free throw line late in games in the playoffs so that pathway that Freezy was talking about becomes a reality. And I know you will do it because I know you've been watching all year. That's all I got.
So basically, they're saying that Uncle Freezy is Doctor Strange, and he went to all the alternate universe and found the one that the Knicks make it to the
That's
championship.
all right. Listen, that's all right, because if there is only one pathway and we've reached that pathway, y'all
That's
gonna
all
be
that
looking like
matters.
fools, man. Y'all gonna be like, yo, I didn't think we could do. No, man. If we have the
Right,
opportunity
exactly.
to
City.
do it, I want to take the opportunity
City.
and run with it.
City. We've been saying that all year. Like
Right.
the way this team be winning, and I can't believe it. I remember 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, we were scared if this team was going to make the playoffs. Like, we were like, man,
true.
Like there was some doubts. Like there was a lot of doubts. Like, man, maybe I should be happy if the team just gets the play-ins. But this team came through.
God, Moses, are you sick of winning? Are you mean to tell? Are you sick of the winning, or do you want to?
I'm happy. I'm happy about the win. But I'm saying
I think this is too much winning. I think maybe I'm just done with the winning. I don't know if I can take 10 of these. 10 more.
Well, the thing is, like I said before, what got me focused is if we could get a further up than the 4th seed, I feel like we can go deep in the playoffs now. I feel like we're getting past the second round now. That's what I feel. If we could get to the higher seed, I don't know who we play. I don't know how the whole seeding things, but I swear, man, like I think if we could get to a top 3 seed, I think we're going to be a top 3 seed and never looking back. Not just this year, but next year too.
Yo, Freezy, what are we at? Freezy? I just want to remind the people what's going to happen if they get this thing to 125.
I don't know. Let me check one more time. I'm not on a good device right now. So
I just noticed. By the way, shout out to you, Spree. I just noticed God of Moses got his Randall jersey.
I told him. I called him out. I said, you got to come on the show tonight, winning 9 games. And I said, God of Moses, not only do I want you on the show, you got to wear that Julius Randle jersey.
Shout out to you, God. Because I remember you went through tooth and nail trying to convince everybody that Randall was going to have a good year. And I was watching, and I won't want to say that I saw it coming, but I was hoping you were right.
So was I. I said the same thing. I was hoping I would have to buy you the jersey. I wanted to.
The season we're having now is what I thought we were going to have last season. So it's a year late, but I'll take it.
You believe, man. Hey, the power of belief, just like this team's believing. I'll say this about you, man. The one thing I respect about God of Moses is this: some guys don't believe, but he believed in Julius Randle from day one, and I know Julius appreciates that. I know little Kaiden Randle, who hates those in Brooklyn, those in Brooklyn.
Yes.
God of Moses, you and Kaiden were the ones that you had the vision for this man. You knew it. You saw him in shape. Maybe you were watching him before me. That's how you knew. I don't know how you knew, but you knew. So I got to give it to you.
You guys make a lot of good points because I wasn't just fighting. Freezy showed up. Freezy showed up with the show. Like I got in touch with Freezy. Freezy was making his own like by himself, and then as soon as Freezy invited me, it opened up a can of worms because I was already going off on anybody's channel talking about Julius. So it's not just I have like a ton of receipts before I got here that I was ready to say, listen, man, remember I told you about Julius Randle. Like there's a couple of people like that I went to their channels. I had to remind them, like, yo, you remember about Julius Randle? Like shout out to. Like, for example, shout out to Sports 5 TV. I met him talking about Julius Randle, and I had words with him like, yo, listen, you've been wrong. You know, I'm not going to say other stuff, but like, shout out to him, but like, before you met people, like, I was beefing with, it was a real beef with me, for real, about Julius Randle. He will tell you. He will tell you. It wasn't just like planned or thought out. No, I had beef. It was like, yo, my man, you're wrong about Julius Randle. Julius Randle's gonna get it right, and I learned how to argue because I didn't even learn how to argue in panel talks.
Hey man, but you did a great job. You did a great job, and I just want to say this: it was never a situation where I just wanted to see him do it, and that's why I made that proposal. If you're right, you get the blue jersey. So the fact that you got the blue jersey, and I'll say this: if Julius Randle, I'm going to say it right here, so everybody in the Knicks nation hears me right now. If Julius Randle gets this team to the Eastern Conference Finals, I'm getting you a road. No, I'm getting you a white Julius Randle jersey to go with that blue, okay? If the Knicks make the Eastern Conference Finals, I'm going to be shipping you another Randle jersey. That's
Oh my God.
Yes,
that's
sir.
coming from my heart.
Listen, man, these Randalls,
Yes,
I take this to heart, like this, back, because like I'm like, man, I'm like, I was okay with somebody having a bad season, but I'm like, I felt like he deserved a second chance. I'm like,
Right.
look, bro, I'm like, if somebody deserves, like, this guy deserves a second chance. I'm like, it didn't work out. I was like, but he deserved the second chance. That's all I wanted, but people did not want to hear me out and did not want to hear. I was like, listen, man. I said, not only is he gonna make it right, so in order to articulate it, because it's so hard, like when you're arguing. I was like, not only is he gonna get it right, but he's gonna become a better passer. He's gonna average more assists. I tell you what, not only that, and if I could go further, I would go further. But he was getting compared to like Enes Kanter, and I'm like, he's not Enes Kanter because he's gonna be a phenomenal passer.
Right.
He's gonna be that. He's gonna be that guy for this team.
Moses, what do you see?
You was clamoring for him, and I respect it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, bro.
So because some people just saw him as he is who he is. He's not gonna change. He doesn't care. And I was like, watch, you're gonna see a different one. And I was like, you know what? He's having, and that's when I started picking up that I think this guy's struggling to pass the ball to. I was like, you know what? If his heart is in it to pass the ball, and you have him, if you bring in a coach, that's what I put in my Twitter about. I put there's a conversation where I first met Freezy. I'm like, listen, man, if you bring in Tom Thibodeau is going to hold him accountable, and he's also going to lift his standards. He's going to take his leadership qualities to a higher level. He's going to hold him to a higher level of how to do things, what to do, and that's all he needed. He just needed some good guidance. And they brought in Kenny Payne on top of that too. I'm like, oh, this thing is a wrap. And so I was like, so then as soon as I got here, I was like, I bet you Julius Randle. And that's when I started like, you see me talking with conviction because I'm not just saying it with words. Mm-hmm. I'm giving to you straight up with conviction that he's gonna be who I'm telling you who he is because I already knew that this guy wanted to pass the ball, wanted to do the right things. He needs a coach. He needs a right coach.
Moses, what do you think? Do you think he can get better? Do you think he can even get better? That's my question to you. You predict the future better than anyone. So I'm asking you, in the playoffs and next season, what do you see from Julius Randle? Do you think that this is it? Or is this just the beginning?
I'm going to be honest. I'm just living through this moment and the playoffs because there is so much transformation with this team, with him, with RJ, with this team, with the philosophy, with Reggie Bullock. I don't even know who Reggie Bullock is no more. I mean, who is this guy? This guy's a 20-point player now. He's been on an 18-point game win streak. I mean, scoring 18. So I'm like, wait a minute. I have to hold back. I have to change my thinking about this guy because this guy's giving me 18 points when Alec Burks is not around. I mean, before I was clamoring for Gordon Hayward or Bosch or somebody that can give me something. Somebody that could give me 15 points and better. So now I'm like, wait a minute, this team is just constantly transforming in front of my eyes, and I have to I can't think too far into the future because every game this team is transforming, and I have to just work with the team and with what Tom Thibodeau is doing and what Julius Randle is doing and. I feel like RJ Barrett's going to transform into another level in the playoffs. I take RJ. One of the best things too about this team is that win or lose, I'm glad we have RJ because if we win with him, it's great, and if we lose, then I know that if I have somebody that I can bounce back with, it's him. I'm like somebody I trust bouncing back with is RJ Barrett. And I love Julius Randle, as much as I do, but. There's something about RJ Barrett's way of bouncing back a game. I mean, Julius Randle, he could have a bounce. He could have a bad game. And, 2 or 3 games, you see it. He'll give you 25, 30 because he can score at will, rebound at will. He's going to pass the ball to everybody. I know what he's going to do. And he has his struggles. But there's something about the way RJ Barrett could take how he approaches the game that I feel like sometimes it's true that he is the second leader of this team because I see like when they lose, it's like there's something about how this team responds after a loss, and we take it personal. I think we took it, and I think he takes it just as much, if not even more, and it's so new to me.
It's refreshing. It's refreshing, Moses, that he takes it as personal as us.
I think it's not. I find the way he takes losing. So I'm so profound. I'm so profound about him and this team that it's sort of like just I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer to there's no words for me to say like, okay, well,
he's still only 20 years old.
And he's only 20 years old. It's not even just his age. He has I almost want to say he doesn't have a ceiling.
He doesn't know how good he's gonna like.
I really don't. I'm really starting to think that this guy does not have a ceiling, and that's why on my Twitter, and I'm bold, but I'm scared to death to say stuff like that. But I call him Young Kobe. This guy is gonna be. I almost want to call him Young Kobe. Like this guy is like, he's gonna be. He could be that special. I don't want to say he's going to be, but I think he has a chance to be somebody super special in this league. Maybe the greatest player in that draft over Zion, over John Morant. I think he's gonna smoke him. I think he's gonna cook him badly too.
Think about it.
Before we do anything, can I just say this, right? Besides the super chatter platters, Chris Cheng just said the dopest thing that I have seen in a long time. He said, I'm gonna get the Knicks at night tattoo, bro. Ridiculous. If you get it, I want to see a picture of it. If you get it, I want to see a picture of it, bro. That's dope. That would be epic, man. That would be legit epic. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Chris Chang in the building. All right, sorry. I'm sorry.
Freezy, you're on mute.
Is Freezy talking to us?
Yeah, I think he was trying to talk earlier, but he's on mute.
I think he's on mute.
Okay, maybe he's on the phone.
He said he's not on mute.
Oh, okay.
But we can't hear him. We can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
No.
Can't hear you, Freezy.
I said it earlier, but I thought you were just on the phone because
He'll come back. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Sean. I'm so fired up. God Moses always says great things. So, but go ahead, Sean.
To what you were saying, God Moses, RJ is only 20.
Yeah.
And look at what Randall is doing at 26. So can you imagine? Because I'm expecting RJ to average 20 a game next year. So can you imagine what he'll be averaging in 5 years when he's 25?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you a prediction.
He should only get better.
22, 5 and 5. He's gonna get.
I think.
What about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you. Thanks.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah. So I wanted to just throw something out real quick because I think we glossed over a few things, and you know, on the Knicks at Night podcast on Lawrence Chance, we want to have the conversations be deeper than, you know, Julius Randle should have hit a shot. You know what I'm saying? Because we you know, so here's the thing I want to run by Spree. Hey Spree, did you notice that this rookie class, this is the first rookie class in a long time, and I'm speaking to Obi Toppin and Emmanuel quickly, that does not know losing? This rookie class legit does not know losing. Like this rookie class legit came into the NBA, you know what I'm saying, with the expectation to be losers. But this season here, they don't know losing. They know a winning culture. And that's the first time we can say that, going back to what rookie class that we introduced that didn't come into a losing culture.
Frank?
Been a while.
Frank Ntilikina draft class? That's
No,
the last guy we drafted.
No, Frank was a lottery. No, Frank was a lottery pick, and that team lost.
Right. So that's the point.
We missed the playoff last year. We came close, but we missed the playoff.
I mean, that's the okay. I lost the question. I thought the question was he was brought in a losing culture, Kevin Nash was brought in the losing culture. RJ was sort of in the losing culture. And this is the first time that we're in a winning culture, right? Is that what you're saying?
I guess what Freezy
Right.
saying, Uncle Freezy saying is quickly hasn't experienced a losing season with the Knicks. Like they're
I
coming
agree.
in
And OB
and having
either.
and Obi either. When Frank
Right.
came in, I think we weren't terrible, but I think we missed the playoff that year.
We
I
missed
think
the
we came
playoffs.
Yeah.
close, but we made the playoff.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's one of those things to think about and scratch your head like, man, we legit have turned this thing around quickly, no pun intended. But like Obi Toppin and Emmanuel quickly do not know a winning culture. I mean, do not know a losing culture. From what all they know is winning, right?
For sure.
Think about that. Like, when was the last time we had a rookie class come in? You know, 2 rookies come in the same year. And they didn't come, and they came into a winning culture.
Oh, that they came into. Oh, I heard the question.
Uncle Freezy, I got one even better. When was the last time we had a rookie come in and kind of contribute to the winning culture? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shumpert? Maybe
Shumpert.
Shumpert?
Shumpert's here.
Who's the second round pick with Shumpert?
Who was the second round?
Oh, you guys like that guy? I forgot what's his name. Ricky something.
I need to look that up.
I'll look it up right now.
I know Shumpert. I mean, it's been that long, but Shumpert did contribute to that 2012 team. But let me look.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is so we have a rookie class that came in that contributed to winning right away.
Yeah.
It's been long. City, these are the type of questions I'm asking Knicks fans. Instead of saying, why did RJ Barrett miss that free throw? Which is so basic, you know what I'm saying? Which is a basic question. We want to get these Knicks fans thinking. You know
that got me thinking. I got to look up this draft now. So you're making me do some work here.
Yeah. and the reason why I'm making you think right now is because I think y'all are taking the winning streak for granted. Like 9 in a row is easy. Bro, that's what I'm saying.
9 in a row is not Freezy. No,
Freezy.
I'm not. Freezy, listen, I am not gonna let you come on your own show at the Knicks at Night podcast and say 9 in a row is easy.
No,
9 in a row is not easy.
Josh Harrelson.
It's not easy.
I agree with you.
That's not what I'm saying.
There's only how many teams in the NBA right now that's been on that 9-game win streak besides Utah, us, and Utah they won more, but Utah, us, and wait, is there anybody else?
That's it.
We added Josh Harrelson that year, Freezy.
Is there anybody else?
Yeah, big country.
So it's not easy,
Florida, right?
Kentucky.
No, that's not what the city. That's not what I said. That's the opposite of what I said.
Yeah.
I thought you said it was easy.
No, you just went on. No, that's the opposite of what I said. No, that's the complete opposite of what I'm saying. That what I'm saying is Knicks fans are taking a 9-game win streak for granted, like it is easy. What I'm saying is all of the stuff that we've accomplished is very, very hard, and what we should do is take this moment in time and encapsulate it and store it for our memory banks as one of the great memories of our Knicks fandom. As opposed to saying that we're hot right now, let's go get 10. We should be like, 9 games in a row? Are you serious? Do you know how hard that is?
Yeah, but I was getting to that, Freezy, and I made a big point because you remember 2 or 3 weeks ago we were concerned about the Knicks, about the playoff chances and how far in our seeding places and whether we're gonna be a 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th seed, and look where we are now. So I did sort of glance at that situation. That, bro, we're in a good situation, and I don't see this team. This is a team with a plan of, like I said before, and I'll say it again. Julius Randle said he was happy about our winning streak, but he also made it show like we're not done yet. He said, "What was that? What was he? Something he quoted like we're not done yet."
Yeah,
we're not done yet. So he's letting us know, he's the captain, and you got to listen to the captain, and he's telling us, we got more to go.
I'm not taking it for granted at all. I'm enjoying.
Yeah, he's letting you know.
We have a game Monday.
This is a team that it's not satisfied, and he said it too. Remember, he said it. He said it in the podium. We're not satisfied. We're happy, but we're not satisfied. But we have a goal. This is the team with a goal, and the whole team believes we can.
Right, but what I'm saying is, see, that's Julius Randle. He plays power forward for the Knicks. But I'm talking to God of Moses and Elijah. He played power forward for nobody. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is Knicks fans. And as Knicks fans, I think we should value this moment of time that we're going through, because teams generally don't go through stuff like this, man. A 9-game winning streak from a team that was predicted to be a bottom 3 team in the NBA, and then on top of that, this rookie class is the first rookie class since Amon Shumpert and Josh Harrelson to come in and contribute to a winning organization. I mean,
I got a question.
Think about all the rookies that have come through. Think about all the rookies that the Knicks have drafted in between Josh Harrelson and Obi Toppin. Right? And think about how many men have been drafted into a losing culture if you go from Josh Harrelson to Obi Toppin, right? Think about all the guys, man, all the guys that we brought in. You know what I mean? And so I don't say that to throw, to piss on the party. What I want to do is have us realize what it is that we're going through is not just special for this season, but this is special for this franchise historically.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the gritty committee, the Big 15, they've done something special, bro. They've done something special. This is special beyond, Pat Ewing hitting the game winner against the Pacers. In my opinion, this is special. This is special beyond the start.
Hold on, you need to slow it down, because you need to slow it down, Freezy, because you say some big stuff, and I'm agreeing with you. I mean, I want to clap you. I want to start clapping when you start talking like that, Freezy. Woo!
Yeah. This is
this is big right now. This is right now. I don't want to interrupt you. I want to let Freezy talk again, but I just wanted to. I had to cheer. I had to sort of start clapping mentally, because he's saying some stuff like it's true. Like you
remember? Do you remember the Latrell Sprewell breakout game? We were like trying to figure out where Latrell Sprewell fit on our team, and it was all awkward because you had 2 shooting guards basically occupying the same space. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanting to play the 3 or whatever. And then all of a sudden, I think it was maybe Charlotte. I think it was a Charlotte game, I think. The Sprewell just erupted for like 38. And we were like, yo, there we go. Now we ready. So now we locked and loaded. We understand who's going to do what on this team. And the team in 99 caught fire down the stretch. And we wound up being something special. Right? Because if you just go by size, you think Allen Houston would play the 3 and let Spree play the 2. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to go back to your point about the franchise changing aspect of this with the young guys being in a winning culture. I think that's a great point. And that's why I think this moment is when we look back in time at Knicks basketball, Freezy, you're causing me to reflect and think, which is why I love you. But when we look back in time, because this is the start of something special. So 5 years from now, when we are on a float, and when we go back to looking at the archives at the Knicks and Night podcast, we're going to be talking about this Saturday night show where we're saying this was the moment. This was the moment where our young guys are now in a winning situation. So this is actually like when they replay at the parade, the moments and clips in time. This is a moment right here. I just want to make that clear.
Right.
To your point, Freezy, I agree with you. And I was on Ron's show the other day, and I mentioned that this moment is so big, and depending on how far it goes, that Rose and Taj Gibson career could just be revolved around just the Knicks. Like their career with us could eclipse the career that they had with Chicago.
You mean the legacy? The legacy,
right. Depending on how far we take this thing, and
right?
they'll be like you said, their legacy will be known more than what they did with us, than what they did with Chicago,
or Minnesota
right.
for that matter.
Yeah, exactly.
And right, and so what I'm getting at, man, by bringing up some of these things, man, is some of these points is, as Knicks fans, we've been so hungry for this moment for so long that this Knicks team is giving us so many moments that we don't know what to do with ourselves. It's like legit going from being homeless to a billionaire overnight. You know what I'm saying?
And if you don't be careful, you might go. If you don't be careful,
right.
You might end up back.
Right. And so we legit went from being homeless to a billionaire overnight. Now we have so many. We have a treasure trove full of Knicks moments. Like legit. What's the RJ moment when the RJ erupted in the fourth? When we had the narrative had been we need a closer, and then RJ Barrett erupted and scored like 18 points in the second half of the game. Y'all remember that game?
Yeah. I don't remember which game, but I do.
Was it Memphis?
Was one of those games. I forget. He's been money in a lot of fourth quarter.
Right, but you know what? If we had had that moment in one season, that would have been enough for us in the past.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? And so in the past, Julius Randle making an All-Star team would have been enough for a Knicks fan. Yeah, for a Knicks fan. Right?
That's a good point, Freeze. I like where you're going with this. I like to keep going.
Right. And think about us having a rookie that's as good as Emmanuel Quickly has been, in this season, even through his ups and downs. The Knicks finding the steal of the draft, that would have been enough for us in past seasons.
Yeah. And Freezy, how many times has a rookie hit the wall and never found his way? But quickly, everybody said, "Oh, is there a wall come?" Nope. Comes back strong, has another big performance. So to your point, we're gonna continue to put young pieces that we draft in this winning situation. So the next year's class that comes in, they're gonna be in a winning situation. So it's gonna be 2 straight years of it.
I want to ask you, what do you guys think? Quick question, and I want to. How well do you guys anticipate Quickly, Obi, Frank, Knox in the playoffs? If we make it to, it's looking like we're going to make the playoffs. Do you see them getting minutes in the playoffs?
I think we'll just play. I think we'll just play our regular rotation, bro. I think you dance with the girl that you took to prom. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Get there and dance with somebody else. But my point though about this season is we've been the Knicks have hit us off with so many great memories and stitches in time, little nuggets that we are legit tipsy because we have too many. You know what I'm saying? Because last year, going into last season, the only thing we had to talk about last year was the fight with Memphis on NBA TV. Remember that encapsulated our season. That was it. Or the RJ Barrett game winner against the Houston Rockets. That was it. Yeah. That was it. RJ game winner on PJ Tucker. That was our nugget to carry us into the offseason. This year, we have so many. We started at the beginning of the season. We knocked off the Milwaukee Bucks at the beginning of the season, and people forget about that. That's legit a great moment in franchise history because we shut down Giannis and his supporting cast. You know what I mean?
But that's what happens. That's what happens, Freezy. When you have a good team, we're so not used to this, but when you have a good team, all these moments, and you're right, we got to put it in perspective and not take it for granted, but this is becoming routine. To your point, I don't know what to do with myself on a nightly basis. I just come on the show and I'm delirious because I've never felt this 9-game winning streak. It's changed my life.
And more than that, it's just to quickly add. Some people were criticizing people for celebrating. Even those people are starting to turn over a leaf and start celebrating too.
Listen,
those Knicks fans.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's other Knicks. There are other Knicks content creators, no lie. Other Knicks content creators, I know who they are. At the beginning of the season, it was like, it was like the Knicks universe civil war kind of in a friendly way. Like it was the guys like me on the super positive side. Like I think this team can make the playoffs, and I predicted us going 42-30, right? And then it was those guys saying this should be a progress year. You know what I'm saying? Trade Julius Randle, make RJ the man, add some draft picks, see if we can get a savior or two in the draft, and then move ahead with the tankathon, right? Or they would say stuff like, "Man, I'm gonna just be realistic. I'm gonna just be realistic, man. This team doesn't have a chance." And they are who they are, and they had their opinion. They're smart people, right? But here we are, late in April. Uncle Freezy was right. The people that I brought along for the ride with me were absolutely right. And I'm glad and I'm fortunate as a person, as a human being, that these people came on the Knicks at Night podcast and the KMD and shared their thoughts with me, because it made this ride fun for me, because I was optimistic and they were optimistic as well. And they brought their takes, and they were not afraid to let their emotions out, which was a good thing for me in the process. Now, for the guys that do their own joints and they were on the other side of that, they're coming around to it. They're like, "Oh, we only won 9 in a row, but if you want to be impressive, win 11 in a row, or beat Phoenix." Oh, okay, I got you. I understand what your stance is. But as for me and the people that are around us and on Lawrence tears and come on and the joints and not going their joints, bro, we've been trying to be positive since day one, and here we are. It's amazing what a little positivity will do for your team, right? I legit saw, no lie, I legit saw this New York Knicks team beat the Boston Celtics in the Boston Garden on a Sunday afternoon by 30. When have you ever seen that before? I've seen, right. I've legit seen this team send a journeyman in Julius Randle to the All-Star game. He played for other teams and he had talent. Yeah, he had talent and all that stuff. But he came here and developed. The narrative was you can't come to the Knicks and develop. Remember that? Yeah. You can't develop a star in New York. But guess what? Yeah, we did. The narrative was RJ Barrett can't shoot. RJ Barrett can't shoot, man. He'll never take the next step in his evolution because he can't shoot.
He has a janky shot. Hold up. He has a janky shot. That was
right.
People said, I heard that. Because I was looking back at videos and I'm like, what? He has a janky shot. I remember people on, another, and I'm not trying to call people out, but people say he has a janky shot.
Coach Color came on and said he would never learn how to shoot.
Yeah, he sure did.
But he's made people a believer this right. Listen, I'm about to go into Super Saiyan mode right now. If y'all don't know what that is, I might have to tell y'all. But listen, that man has made people a believer, yo. How can you go from going 0 for what was it? 0 for 21 from 3 or something like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Right? To coming back to splashing those things, like, you know what I'm saying? Splashing those things like you was the guy that was on the corner waiting for the people to pull up on the corner so you can wash the windows to get those extra dollars, bro. He came back hot, heavy, and started producing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was looking for Robin. I think we already found him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Can I add to that real chip? I feel bad for people who underestimate RJ. I just want to put that in the universe.
I challenge. See, I didn't underestimate RJ. I'll just say this really quick. I challenged him. I was hard on him, and the reason why is I knew this kid. He has it. He's mentally tough enough where he Sprewell comes on the air and critiques him for some decisions on a fast break. I knew RJ could handle it, so it was never. I never believed he couldn't do it. God and Moses, but the reason why I was critical early is because I knew he could. He's the type of guy that could handle Sprewell's tough love in New York. He can handle all.
I agree. I agree. I'm not going to disagree. I'm not going to say this. We shouldn't be. I mean, sometimes we get frustrated at Julius Randle too. Like, I get it, but I'm talking about, like, you know, like for example, RJ Barrett will never get a jump shot. Like, he has a janky jump shot. He'll never. Like when you like. This is our closer, bro. Like, we gotta start. Like, if you believe he's our closer, then I feel like you're okay. But if you don't think he is, and you think like somebody else could come and be the closer for this team, you got something else coming. Like, this guy. I don't think even Julius Randle underestimates RJ Barrett. I think he understands, like, he's the second best player in this team behind me, and so one day in the future, down the line, you never know. But it's
so
Julius Randle and RJ.
Remember what they said. Remember what they said in that Timberwolves game.
Remind me,
right? Just because RJ missed one shot, he missed one shot. Like, you know what I'm saying? And people. I'm not gonna say everybody, but, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people were doubting him. And ever since then,
Anthony Edwards.
ever since then, this man has not only has he played bad in the first halves of games, but he's came back and said, yo, you know what? Hey, I'm good. Second half, RJ shows up and we start going on a run. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we start with, like, RJ is official, bro. He is official. In my book, he is official.
I agree.
I'll say this about Julius. I want to just say this about Julius. Like, I knew right away. I would say this. I was saying after 10 to 15 games of just watching it, because you can tell right away if he has it or not. But after 10 to 15 games, I kept telling people, and yes, I was somebody that was questioning coming in the offseason, can he do it? But after 10 to 15 games, I believed and said, there's no way. You got to stop this trade Randle talk. We got to stop it. And now, I mean, it took a lot of Knicks fans. It took a lot of Knicks fans this season a long time because people were still saying, trade Randle while the value's hot. I don't believe in this team. I don't believe we can make a play wrong. Get rid of Randle. Get rid of Randle. Well, I'll tell you what. I have not seen a single comment in a Knicks at Night show for about a month about talking about trading Randle. So I think that has been put to bed.
I want to add to that because I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, man, Sprewell. I be having beefs about Randle. Like, when people talk like that, it's beef. And
I think it's over. I don't think they're saying it now.
Now it's over. But before, like, I understand your point, Spree. After 10 games, after 20 games, after 30 games. But if you still want to trade Randle after 30 games, I feel like you done crossed the line. Like, you already seen enough footage, and you still want to trade him by the NBA trade deadline so you could get a first-round pick because we could have traded him for a second round. I don't want to hear it, bro. Like, that's when I'm through. Like, I lose my cool with that. Like, but I want to give a shout out to Jonathan Macker because I did see Julius Randle like his clothing. We are here, New York, a hoodie, and I'm like, oh shoot, maybe they squash it. So shout out to him. So I'm glad that they squashed that because he was one of those guys that wanted to trade Julius Randle for soon as possible, and I'm glad that. But there's some other guys. Knicks Morning Drive, Knicks at Night. I don't know. I gotta find. They know who they are. Other channels too who want us to trade.
Goodness. Oh no!
Want to trade Randle?
No!
And I don't.
God of Moses. Somebody just said in the chat, "I'm sorry," and everyone has a right to their opinion. YouTube watcher, I'm still not 100% with Randle. He's good, but I don't see him as a superstar for the Knicks. I respect you, my man. I'm upset right now. I'm upset. How can you? He's a piece, man.
Yeah.
He's a franchise cornerstone piece.
Whoa.
How could we not? How can
Yo,
you say
no,
that?
I never
Nope.
understood that
Nope.
logic.
I know what YouTube watcher is trying to do, bro. I know what he's trying to do. And you
that
know what he's trying to do?
That's so my whole thing is, I mean, I'm not gonna get distracted with that. I just want to just put it out there,
upset. Go ahead.
like me, I be having beef. Like this is like it's not personal, but it's personal. You know what I mean? Like that's it. Like I can't take it no more with these people with this whole logic of obsessing about a draft pick or obsessing about this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, that's it. I can't do it no more. And shout out to Nothing But Knicks. Shout out to all these other great platforms. Shout out to Man. You know, and Ron Cleveland. He's a solid dude. So that's shout out to him. But there are some channels. There are some channels that I just can't. I don't got the tolerance. I'm like, bro. I'm Julius all the way. I'm here for Julius Randle. If you're not with it, and if you don't care about this season, I can't do it. That's it. It's almost like I'm quick to cut ties now. I'm almost. You think you're crazy? Pretty well. Well, you know, sometimes it's almost like I'm ready to cut ties with people. Like I'm like, okay, I'm through with you. Don't talk to me no more. I mean, you go your way, I go my way. It gets crazy sometimes.
I remember.
But Rob, you're not crazy until you start talking about going streaking.
No, I say that.
Like somebody. Like
in this specific show, there were people saying trade Randall for draft picks. Because this year's draft was loaded. They wanted to trade him for draft picks, which is crazy. And it kind of eased me when Freezy came in and gave a speech about when Uncle Freezy came in and gave a speech about 20 points. You can't just go anywhere and get 20 points from anybody, because that's true. So I feel like a lot of people, they're taking 3 steps back just to take 2 steps forward. Because if you have somebody who's giving you 20, 10, and 6, why would you want to trade them just to go look for somebody else who's going to give you the same? Like, I don't understand. It's like you have $20 in your hand. Why are you going to throw it away just to look for another $20 bill and hope you can find another $20 bill? You understand what I'm saying? So
I can tell you easily why that is. And you know why that is? Some of those people, right? This is what they do. Let me be honest. This is what they do. Some of those people, right? They go to their kitchen. They open the faucet, open the sink, whatever you want to call it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And haterade comes out. You see what I'm saying? That's what happens.
And they just
they open the faucet, haterade comes out, and they start drinking it, right? And then they feel like, oh, we should trade Julius Randle. Even there has been people this season, right now, as we talk, there has been people this season that have said, oh, well, we should trade him so we can get like somebody else. Are you kidding me, bro? We're going to trade the guy that is potentially in the most improved player of the year voting. He could be potentially in the MVP voting. But yeah, we should trade him for somebody else. Who are we going to trade him for?
Moses, before you go, let me just say this. I agree. This is to your point why sometimes you just got to cut people off and just don't even go back and forth with them, because a lot of those people, if you ask them what they want Christian Wood, they would say yeah. But Christian Wood didn't just come out and start doing what he's doing now. It took time for him to get to that point. Look how old he is, and he's finally getting into himself and becoming what he is now. So a lot of them don't want to sit through the process. They don't want to sit through what happened last year and ride the wave and get the Julius now. So they just want to they just want they rather go to the restaurant and get the meal when it's done instead of cooking it themselves at home. You understand?
I hear, but my thing is like, and I respect people who play 2K. Like some people who play NBA 2K, that's pretty dope. But I feel like these people are not even playing 2K. I feel like these people are playing, in no disrespect to Minecraft or I don't know what kind of. It's like this guy's. It's even worse than it's not even 2K because NBA 2K has good logistics. It has good logic. It's almost like mixing like Minecraft and being a front office and be like, well, I want a young team. I want a draft pick that's gonna be like, I don't know, like I want a bunch of rookie teams and it's like, yo, bro, like, do you and people are smart, but it's like you're smart you might be smart in Minecraft, but you're not smart in terms of being in the front office.
Minecraft.
You know what I mean? Like, like it's like mixing two different games styles and thinking that totally. I mean, they should not even. I mean, they do a disservice of how smart they are. Like if just because you're smart in some areas about the NBA does not mean that you're smart in the front office. And a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people are in that level. Like it's not even close. Like, bro, like you're not making sense at all. You're hurting yourself. You might be hurting you're hurting your reputation in more ways that you understand. It's not smart. It's not even close to smart. You need to be surrounded with a smart person next to you for me to even listen to you, because you're mixing Minecraft and NBA and real NBA basketball, and you're talking a whole bunch of rubbish. And you could make it. You could be popular. You could have a lot of people agree with you, but that doesn't make it hot. It's not hot to be mixing those two. So that's what I feel like people do. They're mixing Minecraft and then mixing.
Wait.
City, I'm about to step out before you go.
All right. No, go ahead. Do you think?
Thanks for having me, Uncle Freezy. Thanks for having me. This is my first time. I've always been meaning to come on. I'm always on Ron's show, so that's where. So when I seen you come on yesterday, I was like, you know what? When I see you type it in, I was like, I gotta come in soon and hop on. So I just wanted to come in, and I always watch. Sometimes I let it play, and then till I fall asleep, and then I wake up 5 o'clock in the morning. And you guys are still going. So appreciate it, man. I need the Knicks talk well into the night when I can't sleep. So I appreciate it. God of Moses, peace out. Peace out. Uncle Freeze.
Always good talking to you, Sean.
I'll definitely be back.
Have a good night, man.
Well, I gotta head out myself, guys. Pretty late.
But I'll be here though. I'll be watching. I just gotta get on the phone with you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd like to get out early too, man. I wasn't expected to stay up late, but my emotions got the best of me. But shout out to you guys. Shout out to the season, man. This is a great season for us Knicks fans, and we got to keep this going. We got to see how far we go.
Before you go, do we beat Phoenix?
I made a good point earlier that this team has a plan and has a vision. When you have a vision like that, you have a good chance. So I would say it's going to be close. It's such a close game. I feel like we're going to be within 5 points, 3 points, with a lead or trailing by 3 points. It's hard for me to think, what could happen with those kind of possessions. I think it's going to boil down to
no. God of Moses, stop beating around the bush and tell us, do we beat Phoenix or not?
Yeah, I want to score too.
Tell us, do we beat Phoenix or not?
I'm not letting you bounce until you give me a
All right, I'm going to say, I said we beat them. I said we beat them 102 to 100. I'm going to say that.
Let's go.
I'm going to say that.
How many points is Randall? What is Randall's line?
Randall's going to have 38 points, bro. 40 points. He's going to be cutting them up.
Let's go.
You know, but I just hope that we're protecting the basketball, less turnovers. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I can let you bounce. I appreciate you coming on the line and taking the Knicks. And Randall's gonna have 38, so now I can sleep good at night.
All right. Peace out, guys. All right.
Let's go.
Wow.
Yo,
Right.
salute, bro.
All right.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get out of here
with
too,
it.
man. I'm gonna get out of here
You
too,
out?
City, man.
All right.
I'm exhausted, man. I've been driving all around the state all day, man. I've been driving all around the place, man. You know what I'm saying? But
All right.
so salute to
So let's
everybody, man, that jumped on.
yeah.
You know what's all love. So
Yeah, let's do the thing, man. Yo, Freezy, salute to you. Salute to my guy, Spree. You already know. We do that thing. Salute to Hoodie Cap because he's not here. Salute to everybody in the chat,
yeah.
everybody that's watching, everybody that's gonna watch. Salute to y'all. Let's go, Knicks. Let's get that victory. Let's go, man. Y'all get that thing hype, man. Y'all get that thing hype. And Uncle
Yeah,
Freezy,
man.
enjoy your vacation, brother.
Yo, salute to the vacation. It was something kind of like that. Just doing work out of town, staying in the whack telly. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. But
That's all
so
right. You was
Spree,
with
man,
Miss
it
Mocha,
is
so
what it
it's
is, man.
okay.
Yeah, spending money, boss. I think we spent like something. I think at the end of the weekend we might spend like $3,100, $3,200. That's awesome. No, it's not awesome, bro. That was sarcasm. That was sarcasm, by the way. So, but anyway, I just want to make sure people remember when they come on. Yo, we legit. I'm challenging people. I'm challenging people to think deeply about this Knicks fandom so that we can appreciate it more, as opposed to R.J. Barrett should have took that baseline jumper. You know what I'm saying? Instead of Elfrid Payton can't shoot. Instead of stuff like that. I want them to appreciate these times so that we can have lifelong Knicks fans that won't be bandwagon fans. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that like Allen Houston, like the people that like John Starks, the people, so we can make some Julius Randle lifelong fans. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, y'all got something? Y'all want to throw something out there before we jump off? Hey, how was y'all show today? I missed it. I was in Myrtle Beach.
We had a good show. We had Sharif Fordham, former St. John's basketball player, on the show. Me and Joe Green couldn't make it, but he's going to be on with us next weekend. Former boxer, guy, 26 wins,
right.
Knockouts. He great. Me and Joe Green, so that'll be fun. And people were hyped, man. I mean, just like hearing the Knicks fans.
So how was Sharif? Was he a good guest?
Oh, fantastic. It's fantastic. He was fantastic, and he's hyped too about what's going on with this Knicks team. You could tell that this city needed it, so
right.
It's all love.
Right. Yo, maybe
Only got one
we
thing
can
to
do
say.
like a crossover merch joint or something. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe we could do like a crossover merch joint for or something. With both platforms or something like that. Something dope, something psychotic like a city light up hat or something.
Yeah, man.
Whoa. Do you realize Chris Chang has already said that there's bids for this thing? And you trying to bring some more of it into the building? This is the only one.
Bro, it's legit. We trying to revive Knicks fandom, bro. That's what this is about. Fellowshipping, reviving Knicks fandom, trying to get those people that were embarrassed to say that they were Knicks fans to come back out, man. It's okay to be a Knicks fan now. It's okay.
City, your hat, I'll say this. I've never seen a cap like that lights up. So that's a unique item right there. I like it.
Bro, listen. And I would say this. I just want to say this before we bounce out of here. And I would say this, right? This thing right here, I would say shout out to Mom Dukes for hitting me with the jump off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mom Dukes sent me this a couple of joints ago. Like, you know what I mean? Straight up, just like, oh, yeah, I got you something for Christmas. I was like, oh, okay. what is it? And I was like, oh, that's cool. And I didn't even know it lit up. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, what's this butt? Oh, I was like, yo, that's dope. I'm like, okay, yo, Mom Duke's good looking, like, I'm like, yo, Mom Duke's good looking, like, you know what I mean? But otherwise, though, Freezy, if we are heading up, can we drop the outro? I'm just like Chop, man. I love the outro, bro. I love it. So if we gonna do this thing, can we do it? If not, it's okay. It's okay. I'm good. It's okay. It's okay.
Right, no doubt. Yo, I'll drop it right now, and I'll holler at everybody. I'm gonna try to do the Knicks morning drive in the morning, but I got vehicle issues. I'm splitting like the whip with like splitting whips with like it's crazy, but we'll see what we can do. I'm gonna drop the outro. 3, 2, 1.
I rank where the view is nothing less than